Welcome to the battleground, where legends are forged.
That's the only move. The random time doesn't lie on 2 feet. The main can be fast. Be able to secure this game.
This is Conquerors of Dawn.
Big moves, I'm that dude. Bet I see you from the top, yeah, real soon. Looking down on the haters that I've been through. Told them I'll see you later, yeah, big truth. I keep a real good pace. Built a big house, damn, look at that place. Up in my mind, cause that's my space. House so big, full of positive things. And I can't be shook, cause I ain't no rook, man, I wrote the book. Now I teach how to cook them beats like, look, making things look good. I just want trophies, plaques with a whole gold if you know me. Got a gold record on the wall, look closely. Got that record all alone like lonely, I'm just sick of waiting cause I feel it's frustrating when I always put the hours in. But ain't nobody wanna recognize independence, it threatens their continent. So I chase that bag, trophies are dope but I'd rather have cash. Sitting in the bank cause I paid my tax. Living my life, my way, my path, I go. Move fast, anyone who ain't hitting full gas. Who that, choose that, hard work, that wins, true facts. I'ma go big, grind hard, throw a few jabs. Big hook next to the dome, knock her straight back down to the floor. Anyone in my way smacked, I don't take bad thoughts, no, I remove that. My team got good minds, I can prove that.
I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing, I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Yo, winning ain't toxic. Shut your mouth and pick a different topic. Taking off like a rocket, got that energy, you can call me socket. Doing that boss fish, all I do is focus on increasing that profit. Yeah, I'm on like a faucet, ready to make another deposit. Never been complacent since I was 8, I steady stay chasing. Always winning adjacent, side by side, grind hard in the basement. Ain't no replacement, only one me, yes to the free agent. Cause I go with this payments, otherwise I don't really have any patience. Making that honey, I wanna be something that's more than just money. I wanna teach others and see them becoming a version they never thought. Now they be hunting their goals and their dreams, yeah, all in their reach. They listen to me, the things that I preach, and change their whole lives to something belief. And now their own mind is all that they need. I'm loving the journey, got rid of the doubt and the worry. I'm moving no mercy, whatever I get I'm deserving. I put in the work in, I feel like I'm never done working. I always stay thirsty, cause it keeps me alive when I'm learning.
I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing, I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Welcome to the battleground, where legends are forged.
That's the only move. The random time doesn't lie on 2 feet. The main can be fast. Be able to secure this game.
This is Conquerors of Dawn.
Big moves, I'm that dude. Bet I see you from the top, yeah, real soon. Looking down on the haters that I've been through. Told them I'll see you later, yeah, big truth. I keep a real good pace. Built a big house, damn, look at that place. Up in my mind, cause that's my space. House so big, full of positive things. And I can't be shook, cause I ain't no rook, man, I wrote the book. Now I teach how to cook them beats like, look, making these look good. I just want trophies, plaques with a whole goal if you know me. Gotta go record on the wall, look closely. Got that record all alone, like lonely. I'm just sick of waiting, cause I feel it's frustrating when I always put the hours in. But ain't nobody wanna recognize independence, it threatens their continent. So I chase that bag, trophies are dope, but I'd rather have cash. Sitting in the bank cause I paid my tax. Living my life, my way, my path, I go. Move fast, anyone who ain't hitting full gas. Who that, choose that, hard work, that wins, true facts. I'ma go big, grind hard, throw a few jabs. Big hook next to the dome, knock her straight back down to the floor. Anyone in my way smacked, I don't take bad thoughts, no, I remove that. My team got good minds, I can prove that.
Chasing, I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing, I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Yo, when it ain't toxic, shut your mouth and pick a different topic. Taking off like a rocket, got that energy, you can call me socket. Doing that boss ish, all I do is focus on increasing that profit. Yeah, I'm on like a faucet, ready to make another deposit. Never been complacent since I was 8, I steady stay chasing. Always winning adjacent, side by side, grind hard in the basement. Ain't no replacement, only want me, yes to the free agent. Cause I go with this payments, otherwise I don't really have any patience. Making that honey, I wanna be something that's more than just money. I wanna teach others and see them becoming a version they never thought. Now they be hunting their goals and their dreams, yeah, all in their reach. They listen to me, the things that I preach, and change their whole lives to something belief. And now their own mind is all that they need. I'm loving the journey, got rid of the doubt and the worry. I'm moving no mercy, whatever I get I'm deserving. I put in the work in, I feel like I'm never done working. I always stay thirsty, cause it keeps me alive when I'm learning.
Chasing, I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing, I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Welcome to the battleground, where legends are forged.
That's the only move. The random drive does 9 on 2 speed. The main insanity is fast. Be able to secure this game.
This is Conquerors of Dawn.
Big moves, I'm that dude. Bet I see you from the top, yeah, real soon. Looking down on the haters that I've been through. Told them I'll see you later, yeah, big truth. I keep a real good pace. Built a big house, damn, look at that place. Up in my mind, cause that's my space. House so big, full of positive things. And I can't be shook, cause I ain't no rook, man, I wrote the book. Now I teach how to cook them beats like, look, making these look good. I just want trophies, plaques with a whole goal if you know me. Gotta go record on the wall, look closely. Got that record all alone, like lonely. I'm just sick of waiting, cause I feel it's frustrating when I always put the hours in. But ain't nobody wanna recognize independence, it threatens their continent. So I chase that bag, trophies are dope, but I'd rather have cash. Sitting in the bank cause I paid my tax. Living my life, my way, my path, I go. Move fast, anyone who ain't hitting full gas. Who that, choose that, hard work, that wins, true facts. I'ma go big, grind hard, throw a few jabs. Big hook next to the dome, knock her straight back down to the floor. Anyone in my way smacked, I don't take bad thoughts, no, I remove that. My team got good minds, I can prove that.
Chasing, I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing, I
ain't toxic. Shut your mouth and pick a different topic. Taking off like a rocket, got that energy, you can call me socket. Doing that boss ish, all I do is focus on increasing that profit. Yeah, I'm on like a faucet, ready to make another deposit. Never been complacent since I was 8, I steady stay chasing. Always winning adjacent, side by side, grind hard in the basement. Ain't no replacement, only one me, yes, to the free agent. Cause I go with his payments, otherwise I don't really have any patience. Making that honey, I wanna be something that's more than just money. I wanna teach others and see them becoming a version they never thought. Now they be hunting their goals and their dreams, yeah, all in their reach. They listen to me, the things that I preach, and change their whole lives to something belief. And now their own mind is all that they need. I'm loving the journey, got rid of the doubt and the worry. I'm moving no mercy, whatever I get I'm deserving. I put in the work in, I feel like I'm never done working. I always stay thirsty, cause it keeps me alive when I'm learning.
I got these dreams that I've been chasing.
Hello everybody and welcome to Waylander Gaming. This is Waylander. Yo, what's up, Skinko? We are the two that began it all, Scalpy, back in the day. And our anniversary tournament, Conquerors of Dawn, coming up with our sponsor or co-sponsor, Solar for Day. And so a big shout out to them for helping us in our journey, on our path to bring esports to Africa, where we finally have a tournament with over 10,000 Rand prize pool.
Well, just to give a quick segment for Solar for Day. If you need your one-stop shop to go and create your mobile apps or web designs, definitely get in contact with Solar for Day. And they are your one-stop shop right there, right at your convenience. But yeah, bro, just to add on to that, I mean, it's the first time in South Africa that we've got a cash prize pool. And well, super excited about it. I've seen some spectators saying, yo, we see some strong teams into the lineup here. Yeah, just to reiterate, it's invited teams only, and we will be doing the server test right after the wheel spin tonight, so we will figure out where and on which server they will be playing. Alternatively, what we've been sensing is pretty much we're going to be running one match on South African server, one match on, well, Nigerian server, just to balance things out. And then, well, if it goes to a third match, we'll just do a coin flip and see on which server we will play. But nonetheless, enough of that. Just to talk a bit more about the prize pool and what can be handed out there. If you missed it on the intro video, the MVP, the most valuable player of this tournament, will get a 500 Rand worth of goodies, compliments from Waylander Gaming. Third place will get a 1,500 Rand cash prize pool. Cash prize, sorry. Second place, 3,000 Rand, and first place, a whopping and outstanding 5,000 Rand. Way, I mean, it's been a year. This is our anniversary thing. Bro, how are you feeling about it? It's been a journey. It's been a grind.
Yeah. So it's surprising. I know I'm excited and I'm happy that we've got to this particular point in the year, but it's also surprising in the sense that like the time just flew. I was actually just checking the statistics on the channel. We've been live over 500 times throughout the course of the 365 days. That's a crazy amount of lives. I mean, even right now we're dual streaming. There's the Juicy X Clash carrying on in the background there on a separate stream, and we're heading into the draw, and we will live stream the test match for you guys. It's gonna be two teams, one from South Africa, one from Nigeria. It's just so that you know, if you weren't fully aware, this tournament is a little bit international. We have teams from South Africa, Madagascar, Nigeria, Zimbabwe, all into the mix. So it's 4 different African countries that are featuring here. Players that are even in other countries that will be inside the tournament as well. But the official teams are from these 4 countries. So it is the best of the best from each of these regions. When we say it was invitational only, it was not just like we randomly selected teams like based on who we think is good enough. It was teams that have, as we know, the top 4 teams of the MSA Cup will be featured in this, well, not in the draw. We will explain what happens to the top 4 teams in the MSA Cup. But these are teams that did very well in tournaments like the MSA Cup, like King of the Hill, even the Nigerian legs of things. So these are very strong teams that have been brought into the mix. They are the best in their countries, in their regions, and now we want to see who's the best in the land of Dawn here in the Southern African or Southern Central African region, in the Conquerors of Dawn. So I'm really excited for what's happening. I'm really pleased with where we are from where we have been a year ago, and well, I'm so excited to get into the draw to find out what's happening. But before we do that, just as an added perk to the top 4 teams in the MSA Cup, the top 4 teams, having gotten to that particular stage in the competition, you all know what a grind it is to get there. You gotta be the best of the best to end up in that top 4 slots. Those 4 teams have the option of choosing which group they're going to be in from group A, B, C, and D. And naturally, the team that finished 4th, they don't really get a choice. The other the 3 teams get to choose. So it's going to be, say, Dynasty with a first choice, then Equinox second, and then we go down the line to see how everybody falls in. It's going to be 1 HP with the 3rd choice, and then the rebranded Madagascar squad, which will be the 4th pick. Right, so they get to pick which group from A, B, C, and D that they get into. So this draw, although we have 16 teams, the draw will only have 12 names into it. And when we do as we do the draw, you will see that we're going to be heading into, it will be like the first team goes into group A, the second team drawn will go to group B, the third into group C, etc., etc., and then it will go all the way back to the start. So we will be filling the teams into the groups one at a time. And so we'll only end up with 3 teams across 4 groups, 12. And finally, we will have the captains selecting their teams, their groups, whether they're going to be in group A, B, C, or D, as an added perk for winning or getting to that very late stage in the MSA Cup. From there, we will be announcing tonight. So if you're not part of the Waylander Gaming Discord channel, you're not part of the Waylander Gaming WhatsApp community, you're not going to know what the final group stages are going to be like. So, make sure you're into the mix there, and don't forget, smash that like, share, and subscribe buttons. The channel has been growing, it's been doing very well, but we want to grow and go even bigger, because as you can see, we promised from the beginning, from day 1, we said whenever our channel gets monetized, the first thing we're going to do is have a tournament for the community. We're delivering on that promise with the help of Solar per Day, as Scotty mentioned. For all your IT needs, app developments, websites, etc., go and check out their channel. I don't have it in the description yet, but we'll put the description on the link to their channel in the description, so you can click on that and find out a lot about that. Because websites, app development, they're very necessary things in the world and the environment that we live in right now.
Yeah, especially at this stone age that we're currently in. But yeah, bro, just to finish off your sentiment, I mean, if we're going to, before we start talking about the teams, right, just to also reiterate some of the caliber of teams that we brought into Conquerors of Dawn, there's actually IESF players and pro players actually in this tournament, so we're going to see a lot of action. But wait, I think it's pretty much time that we can start with that wheel spin, because I'm getting antsy, bro. I want to see how this wheel spin is going to cook teams.
Yeah. So we're gonna head onto that wheel spin. I'll just have it up for everybody now. Just gonna transition into that. So these are the teams in the mix. The 12 teams where the selection is going to begin. It's a honey buns, as we know, is maybe the name is new, but the players very far from it. This is a lot of last year's South African IESF team players. So that's a cracker lineup there that they have. Exodus, we all know Exodus. We all love Exodus. We've seen how they managed to get through the wildcard playoffs into the mix. Fantasy, one of the top performers in the MSA Cup, getting into the very late stages. Same with the Immortal Order. Since they've been introduced into the 5-man scene, Immortal Order's been everywhere. They've been like a little bit of a plague, I should say. What do you say, Scarpy? They've been everywhere.
Potentially, bro. Potentially. Everywhere.
Yeah, and then we have the rebranded Aquadeers into the mix, as well as Brian Crusher, the organizer of MSA, his squad, OTK, One Trick Kings. They're also joining the mix. And now we head on to, and for those of you tuning in from Nigeria, these names will be very, very, very famous and familiar to all of you. We, on the other hand, are getting to see a lot of them for the first time, though me personally, having watched a couple of the Nigerian matches, having not streamed, but been in lobby for quite a few over the last few days, got to know a lot of the players in there. There were some names, Scarpy. So there were some names in the Nigerian setup that were very famous back in the day in the SA scene here for Mobile Legends. There's going to be some familiar faces.
Definitely, bro. And I mean, as you can see in the chat, they're already saying, oh, damn, super teams from Nigeria is here in the house. So, yeah, bro, when I was typing out the list and looking at the registration form, I was like, damn. We're definitely going to have something on our hands.
Yeah, a lot of familiar names. So it's Hexadecimals, Dark Stars, El Cartel, one of the more famous Nigerian teams there. If I butcher this right, I apologize. I ain't Japanese. So Atsutsuki. That's how you say it. Atsutsuki.
Yes.
Atsutsuki and Xenagog and Alpha Zeros into the mix here. So those are the teams that we have. And I think it's about time that I can see this wheel is just spinning around and around here. I think it's time we press this button, Scarpy. I think it's time we put everyone out of their
misery. Just share your screen, bro, please. Yeah. Just share your screen with me so that I can type everything out and be happy. Oh, happy days.
Let me get this up and running. And so we're heading into the wheel spin. It's gonna be the first spin that's coming out. So this is the first team in Group A. And it gives us the team whose name I can't pronounce properly. I'm gonna make Scarpy say it.
Atsutsuki!
Yeah. So it's Atsutsuki. And the first team, Group A, spot number 1 goes to them. Let's just remove them from the list. So the first team into the mix is from Nigeria. And let's head off into the next one. So it's going to be... What will the wheel give us next? Let's get to find out. It's spinning. It's Fantasy in the house. Fantasy, the first team in Group B. Now we move on to groups. Sorry?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, when you do that spin, Fantasy, well, bro, they've been on the scene for quite a bit now and doing fairly well.
Yeah. One of the very, very strong teams. They have a very strong lineup. I think their captain, who was missing for quite a few of the latter MSA games, is back in the house and available and ready to play for his team. So we'll be expecting big things from them in the Conquerors of Dawn. But Group C. The first team in Group C. Who is it gonna give us? It's going to be the Dark Stars. They want to bring the darkness, the destruction, the mayhem, the chaos. Is going to be Xenagog. So it's 2 Nigerian teams. Out of the 6 that were there, it's 2 Nigerian teams already. Group C, Group D.
It's 3.
It's 3.
It's 3 of the 6.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
yeah, 3 of the 6. Atsutsuki, the first one. So now, after we've done all 4, we're heading back into Group A. So we know Atsutsuki is in the mix, right? They're the first team in Group A. The question is, who is going to join them? And it is one of the qualifiers from the wildcard system. It is Exodus into the mix. Exodus had that titan of a match up against the Vortex to book their place in. They showed a lot of grit, a lot of determination, and I'm sure they're going to be bringing the pain as well as they join Otsutsuki in Group A. Now on to Group D, which was the one that had the first SA team in the mix, which was Fantasy. And who will be joining Fantasy in Group B? The wheel, it turns, it churns, and it churns out hexadecimals. So hexadecimals will be joining Fantasy in Group B. They take spot number 2. We will have the schedule up, like which teams will be facing one another. That will be released very soon, as in, when I say very soon, we're going to have the schedule up and running by tomorrow. So that will be posted for the captains and then to the community at large by Saturday evening. Because the Conquerors of Dawn, if you didn't know, it starts in 6 days. This time
it does.
It's crept up on us, Scrappy.
Ah, bro, it felt like there was still like a few weeks to go, and when I looked at the calendar, it's like, oh, damn, it's 6 days.
yeah. And so, it's Dark Stars was the heading up Group C, right? And we want to check now, is it going to go like the theme that we've seen? South Africa, Nigeria, South Africa, Nigeria. And so we've had a Nigerian squad. Will we see another South African one to go with it? Or will it be another Nigerian squad into Team or Group C? It's splitting around. Oh, it's Binecrusher's squad, which is like part Zimbabwean, part South African.
Country Kings, let's go.
Yeah, making their way through the wildcard system. Very dominant performance from them, getting their position here as part of Group C. And as Binecrusher was saying to us, Scarpy, he's so excited to not be an organizer and be a player just for once.
Yes, bro. I mean, we will get our day as well. I mean, there is speaking or mentions of the admin staff going to feature in Origin, so we will see how that one does play out.
Yeah. Now on to Group D, and it was it in Group D?
Xenagog.
So Xenagog was Group D, and now we get to see who joins them. And it's Immortal Order joining into the mix there. So they're in Group D. They've got Xenagog there with them. So Immortal Order, as we were teasing, right? We get to tease Immortal Order a little bit because a lot of the Waylander Gaming admin staff are from this particular squad, Immortal Order. They're newish onto the scene compared to a lot of the other teams that have been around for ages. Literally for ages, but they landed into the scene with a bit of a bang. They've been proving themselves tournament by tournament, game by game, and now they're a force to be reckoned with, making it into the top 8 in the MSA Cup.
Yeah, definitely, bro. And there's a lot to be proud of this team. I mean, I was with them, so yeah.
Now we move back to Group A, the third team that's going to be heading into Group A. The 4 teams we have left is Honeybuns, Aquadeers, Alpha Zeros, and El Cartel, as the Wheel of Fortune will churn out the next team into positions, and it looks like Aquadeers. So Aquadeers, the players were from EX, rebranded a little bit, but again, Aquadeers is a very old squad. The name's been around for a very, very, very long time. This was actually the team that knocked... remember when we were part of Waste of Potential and we made it to the... I think it was the upper or lower bracket semi-finals.
Yeah.
This was the team that knocked us out in the lower bracket semi-finals. And that was, I think, if anybody ever finds that stream, that was one of my more embarrassing moments on the stream.
As a player.
So the score, paint the picture. The score was 1-1. We're heading into the third game. It's a best of 3. The match is around 27 minutes long. I was playing, this was during the tank meta, so I had the Barats, and it's the time for the contest of the Lord, the 27-minute Lord, mind you. And I'm walking through towards the Lord, just throwing out a few skills left, right, and center. But in the heat of the moment, I did not check that my team was not coming with me. I thought they were behind me, because 1 minute they were behind me. Next minute they were not behind me. I'm alone. It's 1v5. Even though I'm a Barats, I can't tank through everything. They burst me down, took the Lord, and ended the game. And I was like, if ever there was a horrible moment of me as a player on stream, it was that one. One moment of indecision.
So there you have it, chat. If you ever want to go do your homework, go check it out. Go find that match.
So now we're down to the final 3 teams. It's Group B's final player. It's Al Cartel, Alpha Zeros, and Honey Buns into the equation. Who is going to be part of Group B? And it's red after red after red. It's Al Cartel. I think the red is highlighting some danger here.
Definitely. Bro, just a quick second. You can end the other stream for Deus Ex. They are done. But yeah, Al Cartel currently being a super squad for Nigeria. So Group B currently looking like a very, very strong group. And just to add, if anyone out of the 4 teams that had the opportunity, or shall I say the 3 out of the 4 teams that had the opportunity to pick their group, if you had the game plan of picking a group that doesn't have any Nigerian squads in them, well, hate to tell you now, but that's not going to work in your favor, because each and every group has got a strong Nigerian team in the mix. But without further ado, let's see who's going to be the third team for Group C.
So it's between Honey Buns and Alpha Zeros. Well, we know which slot the next team will go into, and it's splitting around. Is it going to be red all the time? No, it creeps into the blue. It's Honey Buns, which is the former Mavericks squad. So a lot of players here have been from the Mavericks team. A lot of them featured in the IESF for South Africa last year. So it's a stacked lineup, shall I say. Very, very stacked lineup. Captained by Swag. And so you know that this team is going to be one of the ones that bring the pain.
Definitely. So yeah, that means Alpha Zeros will be in Group D. So just to run through all of the groups just for your convenience yet. Obviously we will have that final list released. But Group A currently has Otsutsuki, Exodus, and Aquadias. Group B has got Fantasy, Hexadecimals, and Al Cartel. Group C, you've got Dark Stars, One Trick Kings, and Honey Buns. And in Group D, you've got Xenagogue, Immortal Order, and Alpha Zeros.
That is the lineup as it stands. Like we said, we will have the captains from the final 4 teams, which would be Saint Dynasty, 1HP, Equinox, and what's the new rebranded Madagascar? Hexmeta. That's the rebranded Madagascar squad. They will be picking between the 4 groups which one they're going to head into. As we said, we will have this posted for everybody. The schedule and the works will be out by tomorrow afternoon at the very latest, but the captains will at least get the schedule a little bit earlier than that. The community at large, we're going to have a nice post for you so you know what games are coming up, the days, the times that you want to tune in, who you want to be rooting for, cheering for the players that you love the most, the teams that you love the most, and rooting for who's going to be coming out Conquerors of the Land of Dawn in the Conquerors of Dawn tournament. But with that being said, let's just get the pause screen running for a little bit. Just a little bit. We're not going to be gone too long. We're not going to be away from you for too long a period in time. We have a test match coming up. So we, the organizers, which would have been us, Wayland Gaming, and we spoke to Solar for Day. They're representing the Nigerian half and mix of things. We had a conversation, like, you know what? We've never had a tournament across the South African-Nigerian border. So, we need to test things out. We need to make sure that the MS is fine, that we understand how things are gonna work, making sure everything is perfect and on point. So we're gonna have a bit of a test stream, but we said, because you know how much we love to be entertaining and for the public, like, you know how much we love to bring the entertainment. We said, let's get this test stream out here for all of you to see, to view. And if you're wondering, right, let me introduce who is going to be the SA team that's going to be playing to deal with the South African bit of the server. I'm just going to pull the name up for you. The name of the squad will be, how can I say this? Unfamiliar. Very, very, very unfamiliar. But the players, I'm not gonna say who the players are. You'll see for yourself as you're watching, right? So it's the squad called Screen Warriors. They're running the test side of things for South Africa, or the Southern African bloc. The players that will be featuring there, you're gonna get to see who they are. I'm not gonna say who they are. You're gonna see them. You know quite a few of them. I would definitely admit that. And they're going to be up against, and Scapi, can you introduce the Nigerian team that's going to be featuring up against the Southern African one?
El Cartel.
El Cartel, so the shoutouts were there for them. And well, turns out that we're going to get to see them play live right now as we do the lobby tests to find out what's going on.
So it's two very strong teams, right?
Two very strong teams. I have watched El Cartel play before. I have. So we're gonna do a bit of a ping test and things like that. So we're gonna have the pause screen up and running, right? So don't stress. We did schedule the game to start at 10, but based on the time, right? Since you know how much I love to talk. I think I've talked our time away. I think maybe. Maybe 5 past 10.
I'm logging in now.
Let's see. Alright, so we'll be back with you very, very shortly. Don't go away. And also, don't forget to press that like, share, and subscribe button. We wish you in a bit.
Welcome to the battleground, where legends are forged. This is Conquerors of Dawn.
Big moves, I'm that dude. Bet I see you from the top, yeah, real soon. Looking down on the haters that I've been through. Told them I'll see you later, yeah, big truth. I keep a real good pace. Built a big house, damn, look at that place. Up in my mind, cause that's my space. House so big, full of positive things. And I can't be shook, cause I ain't no rook, man, I wrote the book. Now I teach how to cook them beats like, look, making things look good. I just want trophies, plaques with a whole goal if you know me. Got a gold record on the wall, look closely. Got that record all alone, like lonely. I'm just sick of waiting cause I feel it's frustrating when I always put the hours in. But ain't nobody wanna recognize independence, it threatens their continent. So I chase that bag, trophies are dope but I'd rather have cash. Sitting in the bank cause I paid my tax. Living my life, my way, my path, I go. Move fast, anyone who ain't hitting full gas. Who that, choose that, hard work, that wins, true facts. I'ma go big, grind hard, throw a few jabs. Big hook next to the dome, knock her straight back down to the floor. Anyone in my way smacked, I don't take bad thoughts, no, I remove that. My team got good minds, I can prove that.
I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing
like a rocket, got that energy, you can call me socket. Doing that boss shit, all I do is focus on increasing that profit. Yeah, I'm on like a faucet, ready to make another deposit. Never been complacent since I was 8, I steady stay chasing. Always winning adjacent, side by side, grind hard in the basement. Ain't no replacement, only want me, yes to the free agent. Cause I go with this payments, otherwise I don't really have any patience. Making that honey, I wanna be something that's more than just money. I wanna teach others and see them becoming a version they never thought. Now they be hunting their goals and their dreams, yeah, all in their reach. They listen to me, the things that I preach, and change their whole lives to something belief. And now their own mind is all that they need.
Chasing, I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Welcome to the battleground, where legends are forged.
That's the only move. The random time does 9 on 2 3. The main has been fast. Be able to secure this game.
This is Conquerors of Dawn.
Big moves, I'm that dude. Bet I see you from the top, yeah, real soon. Looking down on the haters that I've been through. Told them I'll see you later, yeah, big truth. I keep a real good pace. Built a big house, damn, look at that place. Up in my mind, cause that's my space. House so big, full of positive things. And I can't be shook, cause I ain't no rook, man, I wrote the book. Now I teach how to cook them beats like, look, making things look good. I just want trophies, plaques with a whole goal if you know me. Gotta go record on the wall, look closely. Got that record all alone like lonely. I'm just sick of waiting cause I feel it's frustrating when I always put the hours in. But ain't nobody wanna recognize independence, it threatens their continent. So I chase that bag, trophies are dope but I'd rather have cash. Sitting in the bank cause I paid my tax. Living my life, my way, my path, I go. Move fast, anyone who ain't hitting full gas. Who that, choose that, hard work, that wins, true facts. I'ma go big, grind hard, throw a few jabs. Big hook next to the dome, knock her straight back down to the floor. Anyone in my way smacked, I don't take bad thoughts, no, I remove that. My team got good minds, I can prove that.
Chasing, I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing, I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Yo, when it ain't toxic, shut your mouth and pick a different topic. Taking off like a rocket, got that energy, you can call me socket. Doing that boss shit, all I do is focus on increasing that profit. Yeah, I'm on like a faucet, ready to make another deposit. Never been complacent since I was 8, I steady stay chasing. Always winning adjacent, side by side, grind hard in the basement. Ain't no replacement, only want me, yes to the free agent. Cause I go with this payments, otherwise I don't really have any patience. Making that honey, I wanna be something that's more than just money. I wanna teach others and see them becoming a version they never thought. Now they be hunting their goals and their dreams, yeah, all in their reach. They listen to me, the things that I preach, and change their whole lives to something belief. And now their own mind is all that they need. I'm loving the journey, got rid of the doubt and the worry. I'm moving no mercy, whatever I get I'm deserving. I put in the work in, I feel like I'm never done working. I always stay thirsty, cause it keeps me alive when I'm learning.
Chasing, I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing, I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Welcome to the battleground, where legends are forged.
That's the only move. The random time does lag on 2 feet. The range has been fast. Be able to secure this game.
This is Conquerors of Dawn.
Big moves, I'm that dude. Bet I see you from the top, yeah, real soon. Looking down on the haters that I've been through. Told them I'll see you later, yeah, big truth. I keep a real good pace. Built a big house, damn, look at that place. Up in my mind, cause that's my space. House so big, full of positive things. And I can't be shook, cause I ain't no rook, man, I wrote the book. Now I teach how to cook them beats like, look, making things look good. I just want trophies, blacks with a whole gold if you know me. Gotta go record on the wall, look closely. Got that record all alone like lonely, I'm just sick of waiting cause I feel it's frustrating when I always put the hours in. But ain't nobody wanna recognize independence, it threatens their continent. So I chase that bag, trophies are dope but I'd rather have cash. Sitting in the bank cause I paid my tax. Living my life, my way, my path, I go. Move fast, move past anyone who ain't hitting full gas. Who that choose that hard work, that wins, true facts. I'ma go big, grind hard, throw a few jabs. Big hook next to the dome, knock her straight back down to the floor. Anyone in my way smacked, I don't take bad thoughts, no, I remove that. My team got good minds, I can prove that.
I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing, I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Yo, when it ain't toxic, shut your mouth and pick a different topic. Taking off like a rocket, got that energy, you can call me socket. Doing that boss-ish, all I do is focus on increasing that profit. Yeah, I'm on like a faucet, ready to make another deposit. Never been complacent, since I was 8, I steady stay chasing. Always winning adjacent, side by side, grind hard in the basement. Ain't no replacement, only one me, yes to the free agent. Cause I go where there's payments, otherwise I don't really have any patience. Making that honey, I wanna be something that's more than just money. I wanna teach others and see them becoming a version they never thought. Now they be hunting their goals and their dreams, yeah, all in their reach. They listen to me, the things that I preach, and change their whole lives to something belief. And now their own mind is all that they need. I'm loving the journey, got rid of the doubt and the worry. I'm moving no mercy, whatever I get I'm deserving. I put in the work in, I feel like I'm never done working. I always stay thirsty, cause it keeps me alive when I'm learning.
I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing, I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Welcome to the battleground, where legends are forged.
That's the only move. The random time does lag on 2 feet. The range has been fast. Be able to secure this game.
This is Conquerors of Dawn.
Big moves, I'm that dude, bet I see you from the top, yeah, real soon. Looking down on the haters that I've been through. Told them I'll see you later, yeah, big truth. I keep a real good pace, built a big house, damn, look at that place. Up in my mind, cause that's my space. House so big, full of positive things. And I can't be shook, cause I ain't no rook, man, I wrote the book. Now I teach how to cook them beats like, look, making things look good. I just want trophies, plaques for the whole goal if you know me. Gotta go record on the wall, look closely. Got that record all alone like lonely. I'm just sick of waiting cause I feel it's frustrating when I always put the hours in. But ain't nobody wanna recognize independence, it threatens their continent. So I chase that bag, trophies are dope but I'd rather have cash. Sitting in the bank cause I paid my tax. Living my life, my way, my path, I go. Move fast, anyone who ain't hitting full gas. Who that, choose that, hard work, that wins, true facts. I'ma go big, grind hard, throw a few jabs. Big hook next to the dome, knock her straight back down to the floor. Anyone in my way smacked, I don't take bad thoughts, no, I remove that. My team got good minds, I can prove that.
Chasing, I got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. Chasing, I've got these dreams that I've been chasing. I've got some things I've been upgrading. No one can stop me from this craving. You'll see me at the top one day.
Yo, when it ain't toxic, shut your mouth and pick a different topic. Taking off like a rocket, got that energy, you can call me socket. Doing that boss ish, all I do is focus on increasing that profit. Yeah, I'm on like a faucet, ready to make another deposit. Never been complacent since I was 8, I steady stay chasing. Always winning adjacent, side by side, grind hard in the basement. Ain't no replacement, only one me, yes to the free agent.
Alright, welcome back everybody to the stream. We've got Screen Warriors up against Al Cartel. We're gonna start off with the South African server first, and then we'll switch to the Nigerian server for the second game, and we'll head out for a coin toss into the third match. Let me just tell the teams what's going on.
Already did it, bro. Don't worry. You forgot that I'm back, bro. I'm back. I've got you.
Alright. Okay, then let's just get them know that we will be starting with the first game. And then we will head on into the match. I think everyone is ready and we should be good to go.
Just, I see there's a spectator.
I think that's co-captain for. We'll just find out from Mr. Solomon there before we press start. Because we want this, even though this is a test run and it's not for anything, it's just to keep things as fair as we possibly can. We're all about fairness. I mean, even though this is a test stream, right? The stream itself has like a 2.5 minute delay compared to, I think it's just being straight live with us. Should I remove spectator and we carry on? Or is there coach? Yeah. You can't have your coach in the spectators lobby, or because you can see everyone's screen.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are good to go. Wait, I think you can remove him and then we can start with this first matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a best of 3. So let's see what these teams have got for us tonight. I'm very curious to see how this one is going to play out. I mean, we do see a lot of familiar names here. And well, I have to tell currently is very strong. What's going on here? Oh, Shady is trolling us. Oh. What? What? No ways. Shady. Oh. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for live name and shame. Yeah. Thank you, Shady, for playing a match first. And yeah, for trolling us to restart the lobby. Alright, let's go.
Right. Start we go. So it's the drafting phase. We are, just so everybody knows, we are on this SA server to start. And we will be heading into that first drafting phase. It's General Cho with the very, very first ban of the 3-match series, right? And just so you know, this is not a best of 3. This is going to be actual 3 games that they play. Because we're doing a test run here, we want to make sure that everything is A-okay. So, well...
Yeah. I'm very curious because obviously the teams that are not face off against one another. So obviously there was no homework done into this. So very curious to see if we're going to go with the meta bans and what is meta in the Nigerian server. And is it familiar picks, as we do see CC and Julian getting banned out from both sides.
CC is one of those heroes that's not the easiest to counter on the XP lane. So you're gonna find that most teams will like to ban out the CC. Interesting that it's a first ban though, you know, because usually you would expect maybe one of the more meta picks to come out and be gotten rid of. But I suppose it's the side of Screen Warriors saying to themselves, you know what, we've got first pick. Let's leave a few things open, a couple of flex picks, some of the more OP heroes available, and let's see what we can put up with that.
Because I saved my nation.
Well, we do see the follow-up bans being Baxia and the YSS. So YSS being quite a familiar ban. I mean, he had a crazy win rate in the pro scenes, and I've been playing him quite a lot now as well, and I've had a lot of success with him. So definitely a very strong hero to ban out. However, I'm going to ask the question, are they going to ban out the Lancelot as well?
Yeah, with the YSS being banned, I don't know. It's probably going to be Al Cartel that tries to ban the Lance. I wouldn't expect Screen Warriors to go for that Lance ban with their next ban. Maybe potentially getting rid of Abaddon could be one of the heroes they remove from the equation. Because if they're not going to be... Yeah, there we go. Because I mean, from the ban, right, they're hoping that Al Cartel doesn't ban the Lance, then they can pick up Lance first. And if you're going to pick up the Lance, you might as well get rid of that massive set potential from the Badan, since you're not going to be leaving it open.
That is true. I mean, yeah, just looking at Gone banning out Faramis. Faramis is not a regular ban that we actually see quite often. But yeah, Faramis with that Netherrealm providing that extra sustain for the team. I mean, that's a very good ban.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking maybe Al Cartel are thinking about getting rid of team fight potential. So they heroes that can disrupt team fight potential. So they're probably going to go for a big set composition here. That's what I'm thinking.
Fun is all that matters.
And if they pick up, I'm thinking that you're going to see a set tank come into the mix. Because when you have a set tank and if there's a Faramus there in the mid lane, that Netherrealm just sort of counters the full set. But interestingly enough, they go in and Ixia into Super Shady rocking onto that 1-1. I mean, 1-1 is pretty broken, even with all the nerfs. So to answer your question, Justine, the reason why coaches should not ever be in the spectators lobby, because in the spectators lobby you can see where everyone is, and then you have the ability to call out where the enemy team is camping or where they're going to gank. That's the reason why you definitely don't do that. When it comes to coaching, and you see this in the Conquerors of Dawn, the actual tournament itself, we have a special lobby created. Discord lobbies, all the teams will be in there. They'll have to do facial verification. Coaches and management staff will be with their teams in that specific Discord lobby, and they'll be able to view the game, but only from their players' perspectives. So with online tournaments, we have rules that we don't normally have in other situations. So this is one of them.
Yeah, I mean, and this also being an official tournament, I mean, you guys are more than welcome to go check us out on Liquipedia as well. So a special shout out for Shroomsy and the hard work he's done for us to get us onto Liquipedia. Waylander Gaming is an official streamer and we are registered on Liquipedia. So you answered the coach from the coach itself.
Well, Justine, that's the reasoning behind it. Now, I am looking at, we see with the Faramus ban, interestingly enough, from Alcatel, since they went with the Faramus ban, they were like, oh, let's not leave the glue available, because as everybody knows, Faramus is glue's nemesis, hard counter to the glue. So they were saying, you're right, let's not leave the glue around there since we've removed that hard counter. And continuing with the sort of XP lane themed banning phase, because we are still existing in the XP lane meta. It's very XP lane heavy. It's going to be the Phoveus, Gatto, Uranus, Glue removed as the final bans.
I mean, we see a lot of chat and banter going on with General Charles Lancelot, so we will see, as we do see Kane picking up the X-Borg, and X-Borg currently being a very strong hero, especially with that new buff that he picked up, especially with his burn bar is full. I mean, that's what I call it. He does do that extra true damage, so X-Borg very strong at this point. But yeah, just looking at the two retributions here for Nigeria, will we see that potential swap out?
Yeah, well, Super Light picking up the Lapu. Lapu's gonna have might actually be a very difficult hero to deal with for the X-Borg. He's got mobility, especially once he hits level 4, has the Brave Warrior available, can tank through a lot. He also has that option to remove the frog armor really quickly with his first skill, second skill combo. But as expected, we do see it's the Atlas pick-in. But there's a double retribution here for the side of Alcatel. I don't know if they noticed that they're going to get the swap out for that particular spell. I don't know what's going on. Okay, they managed to do it at the very last second. I was wondering. But the Screen Warriors combo, right? The draft that they have here, I am quite impressed with this particular draft. You've got the Lapu to deal with the X-Borg, prevent his quick rotations. At the same time, you've got Lancelot, who can head off towards dealing with the Ixia in the backline. You've got 1-1 who's very strong against an Ixia in lane. You've got Kalia as maybe one of the most OP roamers at this moment in time, nerfs and all aside. But at the same time, that set potential, a lot of what Alcatel want to bring to the equation is going to come down to that Atlas play. So I'm very excited to watch the battle of the roamers, because it's going to be Clea versus Ixia, and I mean Clea versus the Atlas, and we're going to see who's going to win that particular matchup.
Yeah, well, bro, I need to mention this. The 3 Metro skins coming in, bro. I mean, to be honest, right, the Moondon special shout out. Thank you for bringing in the beautiful skins, especially on my main, the Ixia. I mean, there's a lot of opinions here. The X-Borg, Roger, and the Ixia are receiving beautiful skins, but I mean, each to their own. Each have got their favorites. So yeah, let's go.
Yeah. So it's a lot of lag issues you can see clearly at the start here. So we're going to have to do this test run maybe one more time during the course of the week, but so I think we'll keep off stream so we can actually see this. There's Kalia going in, getting a bit of poke here onto the Atlas. Atlas repositioning and being a little bit safe, but so far scouting out, giving vision. The Lunox is hoping to get that level 4 power spike, get a bit of poke damage, but will be for the most part outranged by Justizi on this Farsa.
I mean, we do know Lunox is a tank killer. I mean, so Lapu, Kalia, they should be wary of the Lunox. I mean, especially when it comes into the team fight. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, we are just before the 2-minute mark. We do see the battle between the Ixia and the 1-1. Will 1-1 get the first blood? Yes, we do see the Atlas coming in, but not being able. Well, he doesn't have the fatal links just yet. But Void Harker will be able to escape the clutches of the 1-1.
Yeah, it was no crossbow tang either for the 1-1, so we couldn't hit that combination. Ixia just stepped out of line knowing that the Atlas was close by, wanted to go for a bit of a bait play, so clever there from the Ixia but the 1-1 is just so fast, just so mobile. So that's the thing when it comes to an Ixia into oh, there's gonna be the Brave Fighter onto God there on the Lunox. Doesn't have the opportunity even get that brilliance form off and escape the danger, so gets taken down really quickly. Once more clear onto this Xborg. Xborg wants to try to frontline, but they're being zoned away. Oh, wait a minute here. Raja is stuck in base. That's quite sad. That's quite sad. Well, in the next match when we switch over to the Nigerian servers, let's see what happens and whether they can actually get that sorted out there. Frogama has been taken down from the Xbox, has to flicker away. It once more Lapo into the mix, forcing the flicker out from the Atlas. He wants to continue this fight, just throwing that great sword of his, smashing around as the kind of Screen Warriors zoning everyone away. There's gonna be another pick-off kill. Shady with a solo kill onto the Ixia, as well as the jungle invade is just continuing.
Yeah, well, I mean, it is just past the 3-minute mark. We do see that Screen Warriors does have the 3-kill advantage as well as a 2k gold lead. I mean, this is all going to come down as we do see the play onto Cheesy as Roger has been taken down by the Kalia. But we do see the Lunox being able to escape the clutches of Screen Warriors.
Atlas goes in, does throw out that fatal links, tries to get under the turret, but Kalia jumps back. There's the offended airstrike from Fossa, zoning everyone away. Full barrage was in there, but Lance underneath the turret, does he have the second skill? He goes then with a second skill, takes down the Ixia underneath the turret. And so there should be some lane pushing going on, a lot of fighting here from Screen Warriors. They're putting huge pressure. There's a Brave Fighter into the mix once more. Roger, he wants to try to get to the Lightning Boss, but it's super light, seizing everybody up. As the continuation of this fight continues, Lapu frontlining for the team. Velocity trying to find the angle to get a set. Wants to land that full knock-up combo. Doesn't have the Tsunami Slam available just yet, but it looks like Screen Warriors have gone back towards this getting the lanes pushed in. How often you see a 1-1 pushing lane, a cutting lane?
Yeah, that is true. Sorry, I'm just handling admin on the background as well.
It's cool, it's cool. You saw the admin now, the admin Lapuat in the turret. It's going to be the Brave Fighter into the mix. However, Lunox pops that Dark out, but there's the full barrage combo. The deadly combo coming in from the Ixia. Manages to take down 2 aggressiveness from Screen Warriors underneath the turret. They get to pay for it. Roger, he wants to chase down the Foster, goes in with a Lycan pounce, but turn around there as Lapu throws out the axes and manages to get a return pick-up kill. It was Roger just being ultra aggressive in there, not realizing that Lapu was just waiting in the wings. The stun coming out from Just Easy, securing that particular kill. So Lance taking this third and second turtle of the game. There's the last insanity coming out there. General show second skills. But oh my goodness, it's going to be a concede coming through from the side of El Cartel. So, Sky Guy, just to let you know, this is a screen test. This is a ping test. So we're going to find out what's going on with the ping test. And then I think we're going to switch servers for the next one. Are we, Sky?
Yeah.
You can just let me know.
Yeah, we're switching over to the next server, and then we're going to third match. We're going to test out the EU server, just to see how things balance out. Yeah, so that's the reason for tonight's stream. You know, to get all of these technical difficulties sorted out for when we start with the Conquerors of Dawn. Yeah.
Things are going to be like. We have switched servers, so we'll just let the teams know we have switched servers across. So we are on the Nigerian server now, so their ping should be a bit more stabilized. Though when I was talking to Super Shady a few days ago, he did play some games, as a test run themselves on the Nigerian server. It seems that they're sitting around 80 ms when they're there, 80 to 120. So not as bad as the 285. But we're definitely going to have another test round to see.
Definitely. So if the teams can just
Okay, so as we wait for the teams to ready up, we'll be heading into this next round. The teams are ready. We will be pressing start and heading into this next game. This is going to be the Nigerian server, and then we'll coin toss for the last one to see what's going to happen. And hopefully maybe the MS will sort of stabilize and sort itself out. So we are on the Nigerian server next. We will be heading into the drafting phase right now. Right,
Yeah,
let's
so
see.
the EU server is 125. Yeah, so let's go on to 127 first, and then after that we'll jump on to 125.
Alright, so thank you, Justine. I just switched that on. The internet speed boost. Let's see how this turns out. So back into the drafting phase we go as it's Void Haka, with the first ban coming through from the side of Al Cartel. So taking time, deciding. We do have 50 seconds in the tournament lobby. So let's get to see how that's going to turn out.
Alright, and that does sort that out. Yeah, let's go. First ban being the 1-1, so 1-1 definitely getting respected from that first match.
Yeah. One is not the easiest hero to lane against. I will say you're gonna have to try to maybe outrange her, get a little bit of
Because
hope.
I saved my nation from
Nice to
falling
always
apart.
have the Irithel in the mix to deal with 1-1. Because of the mobility of an Irithel, it's difficult to land the crossbow tang full stacks. The Basha ban coming through, that's a very good ban. Right? Basha is an absolute monster right now. Even though his early game was nerfed in the last update, where they decreased his early game defensiveness, right? He scales better into the late game than he ever did ever before. So very strong. Also, he's Mr. Anti-heal himself. So if you're getting rid of a Basher this early on, it usually indicates that you might be wanting to go for a slight bit of a healing comp. Maybe picking up, since we've seen El Cartel do like that set composition by picking up the Atlas, maybe they want to go for a Minnow. Minnow is that in-between kind of hero, support, tanky, neither too tanky, neither too much of support, but has the best of both worlds. So potentially a Minnow could be in the mix once Basha's been removed. And, well, typical YSS Lancelot clear bans coming out from the side of Screen Warriors.
So just to answer Unite's question, because Unite, if you rewind into the stream, you would actually realize that this is the ping test for the official tournament of Conquerors of Dawn. Well, and just do yourself a favor, just check out the thumbnail and all of those things. This is an official MLBB tournament, well, and hosted here by us. So yeah, GG's, well played.
First pick coming through from Void Haka. There are some flex picks still available. There's some interesting XP lanes. The Badang is still open. Badang is, I think, in my mind, one of the first picks that you should go for because it's flexible. You can play him on the XP lane. He does work nicely. Gatto is another one into the mix. So Badang, Gatto, and you can see the Revitalize spell there. So it ties up very nicely with getting rid of the Basha, the Mr. Anti-heal.
I mean, bro, I get a gacha. We've seen him in, well, XP and on Rome. So just very curious to see where Void Haka is going to play the gacha, or if Void Haka is going to be playing the Gatto, as we do see General Chow picking up the Fredrin. So going for the tank jungler in this situation.
Yeah, that would be more because of suspected MS spikes.
So if you're going to be playing and you know that the MS is not going to be good, it's best to go for low mechanical skill heroes that have a bit of tankiness to them, so some survivability.
And mentioning of that, we do see the Zushin into the mix, but Cheesy picking up the Hayabusa and Kain bringing in the CC. So that seals the deal. That will be Gatagacha onto the roam.
Yeah, so nice counter here to the Fred by picking up the CC. CC is one of those heroes who has the mobility and the ability to just melt down Fredrin's health. Though if Zushin can stay away from that spinning yo-yo, will present the opportunity to control that CC up a little bit more, a little bit better than usual. But they're gonna need a bit of protection for the Zushin from this Hayabusa, because as we know, Hayabusa is one of the kings, shall we say, of backline dive.
Well, I mean, Hayabusa is one of the top 4 junglers. I saw a crazy stat the other day. Hayabusa, we did not see Hayabusa having that high success ratio in the MSA, but Hayabusa still being one of the top 4 junglers. YSS, Lancelot, Hayabusa, and number 4 was Armon. Strangely enough, yeah, being one of the top 4 S tier junglers in this current patch.
Yes, Amon. He's since that update to his passive, he's been proving to be quite pesky. Because in that passive form, he's untargetable by like spells that you need to lock onto him. But you know, AOE spells are still his counter, so he's sort of S tier, I would say. Not as S tier-ish as a YSS or a Lance, but definitely one to look out for. Very nice bans coming through from Screen Warriors with the Carry and Kimmy bans, knowing that both Carry and Kimmy would have a field day up against the Fredrin and a Hylos, slowing them down, that massive damage potential, so getting rid of that. And it looks like El Cartel, they've decided that they don't like Super Shady. They're gonna ban out the Granger and the Harith. So just trying to get rid of some of the gold lane options.
Yeah, well, I did see something right now from Super Light. Yeah, there we go. Moskov, and Super Shady's main is the Moskov. So, very curious to see how this one does play out. So yeah, that does seal the deal. Moskov into the mix for the side of Screen Warriors. Let's go.
Yeah, so I saw them flashing around the glue, right? I think maybe that's a bit of mind games with the glue flash there, because Pharaoh is still open and available. And maybe they're making them trying to force that pick. But El Cartel, I don't think falling for those a little bit of mind games. Going for the Eve, so that team fight potential coming into the mix. And something we don't get to see very often, the Alice play. So Alice could work very nicely into the mix here. Though she has a bit of a mid-game power spike, but she's got that sustainability. So you've got a very, very sustain heavy comp coming in from El Cartel, Gatto, the same with the Alice, the same with your CC. They've got quite a lot of sustain in there. And so the damage output is really going to have to come through from the Eve and the Hayabusa. So there is some danger to that in the sense that Eve is not necessarily known for her high damage output, but you know, can dish it out if she can get her items and her levels up quite quickly. Hayabusa also, you know, with a little bit of nerfs to his first skill, it doesn't have that crazy damage output. So with the lineup that El Cartel has, they've got enough setup to get that early snowball, because that's what they'll be trying to look for. Just put a bit of pressure across the map and build that early snowball. And then Super Light deciding to go for the Esme, because he's got a ton of shields that he can actually eat up. She can eat up, actually, I would say.
I'm very curious to see who's going to be playing in the gold lane, because there's no marksman for the side of El Cartel.
It should be either the Alice or the CC. Could be one of those old school compositions where you can play CC in the gold lane. Yeah,
It's a very nice
Alex
skin
as
for
well.
Alice, though.
Yeah.
It's a very nice skin.
Well, all the skins are up and running and available. But anyway, into the match we go. It is the second game in the test series. The scores don't really matter, but I'll just state it. Screen Warriors did pick up the dub in the first game. But like you said, the scores don't really matter here. This is more about the tests. So we need the data to say, all right, we know what's happening, we know what's going to be done, we know how to try to fix this. Because as we head into the tournament, which is 6 days away, we want everybody to have the best playing conditions that we possibly can have, considering this is online and international.
That's true. We just see the Hayabusa currently standing still. This could be a lag out, or well, I don't know what's going on there.
Should we pause? Yeah, I think we should. We're on the Nigerian server, so I'm not sure why he has lag issues. But we'll just find out from the coaches and from the team there. They can let us know, and then we will unpause in a moment. Right? Just give me a quick second, I'll be back. Alright, so it seems that the lag issues have been sorted out here. They continue with a bit of a poke here towards the bot lane. Not yet level 4 for either of the jungles, as there looks to be a bit of contest for this gold crab. The gold crab has been taken, was secured by General Cho on the Frederick. He's going to go back to try to put that icing on the cake, get the level 4 that he needs. Velocity is quite low in terms of health and mana. And so, as we know, the mana is quite a high loss. Needs, but Super Light, he's just going in. Now the control comes in there. As Esmeralda does pop the ultimate, tries to jump in there, but CC has the mobility to escape. Fredrin deciding that he wants to go for the fact that he already has that slight level advantage. Although Hayabusa has hit that level 4 power spike. Gato goes into the mix, getting controlled up here. Who's going to grab the retribution? It's Hayabusa, and the full-on engage. There's the dimensional ref coming in from the team. Appraiser's wrath coming in from Fred, and he's trying to sustain through all of this. Dances away, uses the arrow. He's so close to be taken down. He gets taken down. It's a 3-for-2 exchange overall, going the way of Al Cartel.
The Moskov just being allowed to farm up a bit in the bot lane, but I mean, it is just before the 3-minute mark. We do see Al Cartel having that 1k gold lead as well as 1 kill advantage. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how this one does play out. It seems like the pings are a little bit better. But yeah, I did see there was mention that we should test out the SA server with that setting, and then let's see how it does play out.
Okay, so we'll switch across there for the next game, and hopefully it does work out well for everybody's favor, or in everyone's favor, as it's going to be Super Shady just making sure the lanes have been frozen. Super Shady does know that they're setting up for a gank, as Screen Warriors have done what you should do in a situation like that. Get the pressure being on. There's Hylos, they go in there. Fred is trying to CC up. It's going to be the Spear of Destruction off the mark. Gato tanking through everything, but he's going to get caught out. Avatar of Guardian being committed defensively, so lots of skills coming out. No one's being taken down here in the mid lane. as quick rotations are being made. Hylos wants to get a bit of poke here onto Cheesy with that Hayabusa, but he turns around. Counter jungle happening here. Fredrin, he wants to go in, but he doesn't have he doesn't want to stick around too much, knowing that the team is on the hunt. They're trying to get close to him.
Well, this battle between the Alice and the Moskov, it's bro, this is a different matchup. I've never seen an Alice in the gold lane before. I'm going to be honest with you. I've seen Alice in jungle, I've seen her in mid, I've seen her in XP, but never in gold.
Oh, it's been many a moon since there's been an Alice in the gold lane. Can work. It's going to be a little bit difficult to take turrets because you don't have anyone who can basic attack those turrets down. There's going to be the Gato once more. He's been causing so much chaos. Glorious Bobby comes in from the high the CC, the control. Avatar Guardian trying to be in the backline there. Fred to get caught with the curtain call. But the Eve ultimate setting everything up. There comes the Lantern into the mix here. As so much damage being dealt here. Fred gets taken down, but it's a 2-for-1 exchange. They're continuing. Esme frontlining. As it's going to be CC trying to heal back up. She's getting it onto the Zushin. Trying to escape. The flickers back to safety once more. Super light on the airspace, tanking through everything, forcing them back. It was a 2-for-1 exchange, but I think the turtle in that big old battle went the way of our cartel.
Yeah, so we do see things balancing out. There's a 4-for-4 on the kill counter, but Al Cartel has that 1k gold lead still in favor to them. I mean, this could change up mid to late game. I'm very curious. This is quite a balanced matchup, as we do see Esmeralda onto the CC, but CC is able to escape the clutches of Super Light.
Meanwhile, there was an engage here onto the bot lane. But Moskov, Super Shady there with a beautiful positioning. Hylos scouting out, just making sure that he's going to be safe. But Hylos is going to get engaged upon. There's going to be a full 4-man dive in. It's going to be... Oh, the shadow kill from the Hayabusa makes it 2. Fredrin into the mix, trying to get a bit of a defense going in here. He's trying to engage into the Gato, but he's getting melted down. This Eve ultimate just securing the kill. As Alice gets the poke damage here onto the Zushin. Once more, there's the lane clearing and ability here from Super Light. It's just excellent. He's making rotations across towards the mid, forcing that second skill out from the Hayabusa. Hayabusa doesn't really want to go in there, as the first turret has been taken out. Oh, glorious pathway! Flicker comes out. Will we see the stun? Yes, we do. The dive in from the Esmeralda. Will we see the follow-up from the team? They're chasing this Gato down. Conquest is trying to escape, but he gets taken down. So this is going to be a turret for turret exchange. Fredrin going to go move across here to try to defend this mid lane, as Hayabusa is into the mix, just dancing around. Wants to go in onto the Fredrin. It's going to be the retribution coming out. There Brazers trap, but just not enough stacks there to do the damage, as CC throws out the curtain call, forces Fredrin back to the safety of his jungle.
I mean, this is exchange for exchange. I mean, this is really not looking that bad. I mean, but this is still a match that's going back and forth. Al Cartel currently still has that 1k gold lead. I mean, we do see Screen Warriors currently setting up for this third and final turtle of the match, as we do see Velocity gets that stun up onto Gon. But Conquest, they're getting displaced with this Butterfly Lantern from the Zushin. But CC into the mix, as we do see the Avatar of Guardian does land onto 2. The Glorious Pathway has been committed, allowing Screen Warriors to potentially escape here. But we do see the engagement continuing. Who will win this battle? Who will take this team fight? As we do see the praises rounds coming in from Fredrin, but not being enough, as Alice does take down the Fred, and Eve does finish off onto the Esmeralda. But Moskov with the Super Shady does get a kill in return. It's a double kill for CC, as CC does take down, well, yeah, that's a full team wipeout in favor of Al Cartel.
The whole team wipe in the jungle. This should be the mid lane turret being taken down as well. So it's a lot of pressure. I will say Screen Warriors is doing not a bad job with this, with a high MS, you know, in comparison to the first game.
No, so bro, I have to say that is true. So let's see how this does play out. We do see that jungle invade is successful in favor of Al Cartel.
Yeah, so this almost a tier 2 turret being taken down, so it's very close, just about one hit away. They just don't have the burst to deal with the front line to the side of Screen Warriors.
but the CC has been proving to be a problem, especially look at that. The curtain call is on to Fredrin, as we do see the Avatar of Guardian has been committed as well. The curtain call, Glorious Pathway has been committed, but Moskov has been taken down. And Velocity taking a lot of damage, as we do see Eve's Netherrealm gets committed. Just trying to catch Screen Warriors, but not being able to do so. So it's a 1-for-0 exchange in favor of Al Cartel.
Yeah. The Eve is the one really setting up and causing chaos. With that ultimate, you don't really have the backline dive. I do know Screen Warriors would have been a bit careful, a little bit, not wanting to put that or get a jungle hero that can dive the backline, because you don't want to go for those high scale heroes when your MS is going to be high. But let's see.
We do see Al Cartel is currently going for this 4-1 split. We do see that they want to take the tier 2 turret in the bot lane, but they're switching up positions. Will we see the engagement onto Screen Warriors in just a second, as we do see that pull coming in from that Moonlight, committed from Super Light, as CC does take down the Esmeralda.
A beautiful counter engage there by Conquest. He just timed it as the moment the engagement started. He dived the backline, forced the damage away, and Esmeralda was melted straight out of the equation. So this team composition from the side of El Cartel working very much in their favor as they start off this first Lord of the game at the 10.5-minute mark. Hylos is, he's recalling from here. I wonder if he lagged out all the way across the map there, because it's strange that he was in that particular position. But there's going to be the conceal play coming out from the Gatto. Zushin just throwing out some skills. Gatto throws a taunt in, but the recall did happen already, so they managed to reposition. It's now all a question of discipline. Oh, but there's the engagement here. Hayabusa gets taken down. There's the control. They went for the split, but it did not pay off in their favor, as it was a 2-for-0 exchange, as the 3 men from the side of Screen Warriors have got the defense in the mid lane. They should be able to protect their tier 3 turrets, especially having 2 pickoffs.
Yeah, I mean, we do see the taunt onto Hylos. However, Moskov is getting closed upon here under the tier 2 turret, but that Avatar of Guardian not being allowed to land onto the Moskov. I mean, Moskov doing a lot, packing a punch onto the Gatagacha does force that Revitalize to be committed.
Yeah. It forced it out there, so that spell will be available for the next minute or so. Moskov going for the Trinity build. So it's going to be that bit of a tank killer, just to deal with the Alice, the CC, and the Gatto. But once more, Hylos being scouted out, just doing quite a bit of damage onto Velocity on that Hylos, who has to reposition himself. They need the space just to get the Moskov to split push, so they're going to use their front liners here just to create a certain amount of distraction. They're seizing up the Hayabusa, who jumps back in there, gets the shadow kill off, bouncing between 2 friends and CCs him up. There's the Avatar Guardian to the curtain call. Appraisal rep does land, but there's just not enough damage yet, as Eve CCs everybody, and the center of backline, the layering from El Cartel, beautiful. Oh, but they're super shady with the stun onto the Alice, but Alice, she gets away. They do take down that CC finally, so it was a 2-for-1 exchange overall, going in the favor of El Cartel.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, it's just before the 13-minute mark. Our Al Cartel has got that 4.5k gold lead, as well as the 6 kills in advantage. So, I mean, it is 40 seconds away from the next objective of this match. I mean, if you are Screen Warriors, what would be your...
Just very, very close to one another. Just like this here, just cause a bit of distraction, a little bit of chaos. You can survive if you don't get caught in that Avatar of Guardian and Eve ultimate, and allow Super Shady to do what he does best, which is split push. So when you've got that high split push potential from the Moscow, and especially considering that they don't have the ability to there's the engagement here on Super Light to take down turrets. It can be to your advantage. There's a Predator into the mix. It's easing the back line up. They're trying to control it. They need to get this in. There's the Appraisal strat. Shutdown kill. However, the Revitalize trying to keep everyone alive. but it's going to be the Hayabusa. He's into the backline, manages to take down the Zushin. He wants to go in for the Hylos. Hylos is in so much danger. Moskov also was taken down there as he went for the split push. So it's going to be a 4-for-2 exchange with the lanes being pushed in. The Lord is up. And so Fred has to heal, will come back to do the defense, so protect the tier 3 turrets, but with the Lord coming up, and this is beyond the 12-minute Lord, things are looking a little bit dicey.
Yeah, well, I was keeping an eye out on the battle between the Moskov and the Alice there in the top lane. Moskov being able to secure that tier 2 turret. So yeah, map control currently in favor of Al Cartel as well. I mean, yeah, also the second Lord of the match in favor of them as well. So let's see how this does play out, ladies and gentlemen. Please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Let's go!
Yeah, they are one turret to the good. Oh no, to make that 2 turrets to the good. The mid lane 2 turrets will be the ones that they have the advantage with. Lord being pushed up here. There's only 2 waves being synced in as they try to stop this Lord from charging in. He will get the space to charge it. Fredrin there is gonna try to get CC'd up. Dashes back through the wall. The tier 3 turret has been protected. Hylos pops that revitalize. Needs the team to stick around because they need to get the lanes pushed out. They will go for the defense of the tier 2 turret. That will be just being a little bit too greedy in terms of defensive capabilities. But this is where lack of marksman comes into play for the side of Al Cartel. They've got the team fight potential very, very much on their favor. But you've got no one to basic attack a turret. I'm not saying that's a bad option, but you're going to have to try to use some baiting tactics. You need to bait the side of Screen Warriors out of the base, out of their defensive positions for you to capitalize, because you need to get at least 3 players down and then you have the ability to push. So like a 3-for-1 exchange would be very much in your favor. Sort of like this. Let the lanes just freeze up. Don't do anything. Wait for the moment that somebody just overextends ever so slightly and then go in.
Yeah, I mean, this is... It is 8 kills advantage in favor of Al Cartel. Bro, Screen Warriors, they definitely need a great team fight with W here to turn the tides and potentially end this. I do see high loss velocity just staying here. Oh, I see what he's doing. He wants to jump onto the back line. As we do see the top Guardian does land onto the Fredrin, but the shadow kill being committed onto the Moskov. Hylos not being able to assist the Moskov there. But we do see the Praises Wrath onto Conquest. But Alice is into the mix. It is currently a 2-for-1 exchange in favor of Al Cartel as Cheesy jumps into the base.
Beautiful winter crown there from the Alice underneath the turret. And as you said, the Hayabusa jumping in. That winter crown though onto the turret was beautifully done.
Yeah, indeed so. But we do see that the engagement onto this tier 3 turret. Will the Hayabusa get taken down? Yes, Zushin with that butterfly lantern and the flying lantern just proccing at the same time. I mean, just beautiful to get that Hayabusa out of the equation. The next objective is up. The Lord has spawned, ladies and gentlemen. Screen Warriors, they should have a good opportunity to contest this.
Yeah, no retribution available. All the players in the mix here. Moscow has to come across. Can't go for the split push with the Fredge, and they need the damage to take down this Lord. Hylos trying to do the zoning away. CC wants to try to come into the mix just to try and get rid of this. There's going to be into the backline. She's trying to pop those skills. Yes, you have a top guardian. He's trying to commit it. But the Lord is so low. They're trying to find the space. Hayabusa is into the shadow. Killing down Fred and ransom retribution. However, Eve is there to take down 2. The continuation of the fight here as Esmeralda is trying to escape the clutches of everyone. I don't think she was going to be. However, Super Shady's staying around. It's going to... wonderfully from the veteran. He hits the phrases from Moskov into the backline. The shadow kill. But Super Shady, he turns around. Oh my goodness, he almost took down everybody in the backline. It's a 4-for-2 exchange. If he managed to get that Hayabusa, what the wind of nature that was from Super Shady. If he took him down, that would have been well worth it. But as things stand, I don't think they can achieve much with this Lord. Other than, set up to live and fight and hope that things work in their favor.
Yeah, well, Screen Warriors is definitely fighting for this battle, bro. They're not taking this one sitting down. Well, they've got me definitely and literally on the edge of my seat.
Yeah. But the longer this game goes on, the more the Moscow comes into the equation with that power spike. There's going to be the high loss there, gets a concealed play out. It's going to be the glorious pathway. He's engaging it onto the Hayabusa. Hayabusa down to half health, getting poked out. Oh, we see the follow-up. Shadow kill comes on. Hayabusa trying to stay alive. Esme is in there into the mix, but there's this Eve. She keeps setting up for the team as they try to disengage Crimson Lantern from the Sushin as everyone disengages. The Lord, however, still making its way. It wasn't quite the 18-minute Lord. It's not as tanky as it could have been, but the turrets now are looking fairly even. It's just like a sliver of health on this one tier 2 turret, and then the turrets will be very evened out.
Yeah, well, we do see Al Cartel coming for this wrap. Will they get the wrap around here and play onto, well, Screen Warriors? We do see Moskov pushing that lane. I mean, look, this is quite quick, shredding through the minions and, well, the jungle as well for coming in from Screen Warriors.
Yeah. Frederick just trying to get a bit of bulk damage here onto the Gato and the Hayabusa, but they have opted to just gain control, because now it's all a question of map control. You gotta push your lanes out, you gotta get yourself set. Frederick acting as a ward for the team, knowing that it's still 7 seconds available. There's a Spear of Destruction from the Moscow. He's going in onto the Hayabusa. Can he take it down? Shady is just so close. This DC comes in there. She pops the vengeance, gets the curtain call. Oh, but the shadow kill. However, the wind of nature comes in there. Oh, Shady takes him down and avoids Sabotage Guardian, but he's gonna. Oh, he dashes away. Somehow he's surviving through the whole thing. Is he gonna get taken down? Yes, he's in the back line, but the fight is on. CC, the next to fall. It's a 2-for-1 exchange, but Alice gets into the sushi. She pops the winter crown. Can she escape this? She does. She turns around. A Bracer's wrapped into the mix here. Hylos, he's taking a lot of damage there, but it's gonna be where was SV? SV was in the enemy base. How was it in the enemy base?
Well, she did get a kill. I mean, but nonetheless, Screen Warriors definitely getting the turnaround here. We will see them going for this, well, another Lord. This is just the past 20 minute mark Lord. This is Tanky Lord. Gattagatcha just pretty much trying to get the opening here. I don't know what Gatta is doing here, if I'm being honest.
He's hoping to land the Avatar of Guardian and make sure that Alice can actually get something done. They want to try and stop this Fed. He does have the immortality. He lands the Brazen Wrap, gets the kill in there. They're ceasing everybody up. It's a 1-for Lord exchange, but there's the Moscow, the dangerous Moscow. He's into the mix, but he doesn't have the wind of nature. He gets taken down. Alice trying to get up to the Fred. Fred somehow is surviving. He dashes through the wall. He does have that immortality as Alice is trying to get through. General Show with the baits, somehow dancing around. Hayabusa gets the kill in there. Alice is not letting this go. The General Show somehow with the distraction as Hensby comes into the rescue.
Bro, this is this is really, it's at 1 minute of the match, it's one side, next minute it's on the other side, bro. This is like a ping pong show. It's back and forth the entire time. I mean, we do see Al Cartel trying to get this opening onto this tier 3 turrets.
Yeah, there's the engagement here. Esmeralda's taking so much damage. She tries to get it, but it's gonna be the turret that are gonna fall. And one tier 3 turret, Hylos is into the mix. The Lord, however, is pushing over there, so CC wants to deal with it. It's a 4v2 situation. They gotta create space for the Moscow to come in. There's the Avatar Guy. Oh, but they take down the Hayabusa, the continuation of the fight. Fredden, he does have that immortality. He's not gonna be scared. He wants to heal back up and re-engage, but Moscow is there just to keep things pushed back. This Lord, CC is dealing with the Lord, but this Lord hurts. I mean, just look at that.
We do see the Lord charging up onto that tier 3 turret. We will potentially see that tier 3 turret return in favor of Screen Warriors. It's one hit. It's literally one hit. Will the minions be able to do it? No.
Look at the health bar on that thing.
It's like nothing. That thing should be broken down. It should be in dust.
Yeah. So 40 seconds to go for another Lord. I mean, I'm actually quite impressed with Screen Warriors. We're not sure what the MS is like, right? But whether it's I think it should be about 80-ish or so, but still not a bad job for playing at 80 MS. You can see, and with the draft that was based on MS.
So now, like, if we do the next test now, well, not if, when we do the next test, and it's successful with that setting on the South African server, we've got the balance. It's going to then be, ladies and gentlemen, one match on the South African server, one match on the Nigerian server, and then a coin flip for the final match.
Yeah, Moscow waiting very patiently, wants to go for a bit of a backdoor, I think, but senses the fact that Alice is going to be there to say, you know what, with a Moscow, we know that you're gonna go for this. Fred does have that immortality which counts. Oh, he manages to get onto the Zushin, forcing Zushin away. Crimson Lantern did come out from just easy there. However, Alice is into the mix. There's the curtain call, the Avatar of Guardian. They're getting onto the Fred, and he does have the immortality, but the immortality is popped. Eve with the ultimate. Moscow kind of coming to dish off the damage, but it's going to be shredded. I mean, no, Esmeralda has taken down. Oh, the vengeance comes out. Moscow has to reposition. This fight could be over. Fred's still somehow alive. The Winter Crown's coming out there. He's gonna get taken down. Ilos has to disengage. That's a 3-for-1 exchange, but no retributions on either end. Still, this guy does give the space for El Cartel to get to that Lord and go and curtain call here onto Velocity. He's gonna try to escape this. He's hoping that his teammate comes in there just to push away. No, this should be the ending angle. This is Super Shady in a 4v1 situation. I don't think he's gonna be able to protect this. There's the engagement. Yeah, Winter Crown does come out. That's the final player taken down, and that should be one game, 1-1 apiece.
Yeah, so final test. All right. Let me just quickly step away. I'll be back now.
Right. So heading back into the lobby, we'll get. I think. Scabby, are we gonna switch to the SA server or?
With that setting, yes.
Okay. Just okay with that. Okay, let's see. Right. Let's hope that this works out nicely for the El Cartel team here with this particular setting. Hopefully it all works out. I'm hoping that setting, and we'll say a big thank you to Justine for the setting. Hopefully that works out. So we're just waiting for the final bits of players to get themselves up and ready to go, set. And then we can head into this third and final test run. I think we're definitely going to have to do another one. Not today, but one of the days during the week coming up. We're just going to have to get that set once more just to make sure that we have the ability to get this as smooth as we possibly can. So everybody is set, ready, and Scubby, you can let them know that we're going to be starting now.
I literally just got back. Well, is my camera still on? No, it's off. But I just got back.
Alright, so if you just let them know that we're ready to start this final test match, right? Alright.
I just received a message that they are receiving lag spikes on their own server. Yeah.
I don't
it's
know
weird.
Yet. Yeah, I'm not sure. They got lag spikes on their own server. But let's get to see, right, whether that's going to play a part here in this particular game as well. So we do have the setting, and I'm praying that the setting is going to be the one that we needed.
need no protection from the rain.
So
All
Basha,
right,
first ban out.
Well, I mean, Basha is quite expected, especially if you're going to go for a tankier lineup, as we do see Al Cartel does ban out that 1-1 once more. Definitely not liking the 1-1 that they had in the first match.
Yeah. Sensing that. Well, 1-1, and not just from the first match, just 1-1 in general is not a good hero to leave open.
Let's hear from the crowd. Make some noise.
Well, there we go. Respect ban onto the CC. CC in that previous match. I mean, with that the curtain call and that curtain call just landing onto multiple heroes. I mean, if the curtain call does land or proc onto 3, if the strings are attached, CC does an insane amount of damage. As we do see, Al Cartel does ban out the YSS.
So the typical bans coming through. Yeah, the curtain call combo with the Avatar of Guardian is one of the strongest combos you can get in the game. It's a bit slept upon, I will say, but when you land the curtain call, so CC just goes in, and the main objective is to get the curtain call. Once she gets the curtain call, goes and gets a bit of poke damage, and is very, very good at dealing with sustained heroes. Because then you can just CC everybody up with that Avatar of Guardian, and if Gato is, you've got a good Gato, he's going to time it to land onto multiple people. It's not just the people with the curtain call, but hopefully the backline. Because usually when the curtain call hits, right, you think about the typical movement of players. Once the curtain call is on them, they're going to retreat. And it closes the gap between the front and back line. And then that sets up for the Avatar of Guardian. It's why it's such a deadly combo.
Thorns remain.
But so far, it's meta for meta bans coming out all the way across the board. Kalia and Lancelot being the last 2 bans before General Cho heads in with the first pick for his team. What will they be thinking? You know, I've been talking about the Badang, right? Badang is one of those heroes I still kind of love to get picked up. Flex pick, beautiful one as a flex pick.
Yeah, I mean, and we have seen Velocity playing the Badang previously, even the Garagacha, but we do see General Chow picking up the Arlot for the side of Screen Warriors. Arlot first pick?
Yeah, again it's a flex pick, because you can play him on the roam if you got the skills.
Yeah, if you've got the skills. I mean, Arlot is a situational hero for me, in my opinion. Look, I'm loving the Arlot. I'm also an Arlot main, so I love the Arlot pick. But yeah, we do see Void Haka picking up the Garagacha and Cheesy, showing us that X-Borg once more.
Yeah, so it looks like it's gonna be they swapped out. They decided to go for the Zushin. Zetian is, because of her ultimate, not just her ultimate, the other skills that she possesses as well, but that ultimate, anything that gives you global vision is so broken. And well, if you banned out the YSS, that mounted shocker global vision, you might as well go for the Zetian global vision. You're gonna know where pretty much everyone is across the board, as it's the Kimmy being picked up here in the mid lane by just GC.
This is entirely different draft coming in from Screen Warriors, but yeah, Kimmy being a good pick, as we do see Superlight picking up the Hayabusa.
Yeah, so I think Screen Warriors have realized that Hell Cartel, they do protect the mage quite a bit. The mage does most, the most in terms of timing of that ultimate. I was so impressed with the Eve timing of the ultimate there. It was just so on point. It was like the front line goes in, and then just at that moment when everyone's just trying to escape, Eve comes in, throws the ultimate, slows everyone down first, and then just locks everyone into position. And so you know the layering of those team fight skills can come into play. You can see that's the style of drafting for Al Cartel, or their style of play. Just from that very first Pharaoh's ban. You know, when someone's banning out a Pharaoh's, you're thinking, oh, okay, this is what's gonna happen. So Erythel being banned out, Erythel, one of those marksmen that she gives you that early game potential, where she can clear lane really quickly and rotate for the first turtle. of the match give you the numbers advantage so that you can not just secure the first objective but put mad pressure.
But about look, the Granger is still open, especially for the side of Screen Warriors. So pretty much banning out the Erythal. That's okay, nah. If if they ban out the Erythal and the Granger will be left open, Al Cartel would definitely be able to pick up that Granger. If I'm reading this play.
Decided to ban
Never
out
mind.
the Granger as well, interestingly enough. Maybe they want to go again for the same draft like the previous game where it's no MM.
Well, it did work for them, right? But unfortunately, it's I mean, especially going on to chasing the objectives, no marksman into the favor for your team. It's not favorable, bro. I'm not liking it. I'm not with that. But listen, look, there's a reason why Al Cartel is on top. So they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
We are glue.
So let's hope that the settings have made a difference. Really hoping that it did.
No, it doesn't seem like it did.
Oh, that's so
I
good.
am the priestess of primal lightning, the hunter of all the evil gods.
Okay, then we're definitely gonna have to set up another test run at some point in time before Friday, before we kick off, or before Thursday actually, before we kick off for the tournament.
We can do it Sunday. We've got an opening on Sunday night, so we might as well do it on Sunday.
Do we have an opening on Sunday night?
Yeah, well, our PUBG, our PUBG opened, so
Yeah.
I can run the test runs. You can do Deus Ex. It's either or, bro.
Yeah, I think that might be the best thing. We should get some teams together, do another test run. We don't have to put it on stream. We can if we want to. But it'll be nice to have a test run set up to just check again. On Sunday.
Leo is within my
As we do see the Badang and Harith is being picked up by the side of Screen Warriors as Al Conquest. Oh, well, let's look at me. Al Cartel did show us the fanny, but picking up the Beatrix. So this is a different matchup from the previous match. So very curious to see how this one does play out. If the match is going to take place.
Yeah. But if it is, I hope it is. I hope this is going to be sorted out. But the news is basically that the MS is sitting around 300, which is kind of crazy if you think about it, right?
Especially with that setting.
Yeah, because the MS should be the same either way. But we haven't heard from the South African team yet what their MS was in the previous game. We will get to hear from them. Or maybe, okay, no. The players are playing right now, so maybe later you can pop them a message to find out.
I already did. It's 80 MS. It's 80 to 100.
Okay, that's not so bad. I wonder why it's 300 in the other direction.
But it doesn't make sense why it's so unbalanced, if I'm being honest. But I mean, for us to balance it out, right? We will look at the EU servers on Sunday, just to keep it fair and even. Because I mean, it's not fair to face a team that's got like 20 or 30 MS, where you've got between 80 and 100. I mean, but it's vice versa. So let's see what the EU server will do, if that will balance everything out. But let's see. Solo for day, bro. You've got my number. You know what you need to do.
Yeah, we can also try the other servers around the area, like 128 as well.
Yeah, well, we'll definitely have a run at it.
Yeah, like the Gato has lagged out here completely, I think. let's just pause for him a little bit. Give him the space to at least load into the match. Hopefully he can, with a little bit of, just a couple of minutes maybe, just find out from Solomon when everything is ready and set. And hopefully, you know, he can load into the game.
Yeah, I'm busy with it.
So what I'm thinking is we can actually try it on the local servers. Maybe there'll be something in between that gives both teams that sort of even MS. But you know, eventually it'd be lovely if we had like servers across Africa, because right now in terms of Mobile Legends servers, you've got North Africa has its own servers in a couple of countries, but they also, because of their location, get to play in the MENA server, you know, so Middle East North African region. They've got things set. Central Africa, I think it's just Nigeria that has a server there. So I could be mistaken. I think Gabon might also have one as well, but we'll just find out. From the Southern African bloc, it's South Africa or the server, but there's a huge gap between Central and
I've got the actual answer to why it's so unbalanced, and I'm not too sure if I should actually read the answer on the stream. Let me see how safe and user friendly I can keep this off. So there was mentioned that a certain region does ask you for an arm and a leg and both your legs for internet to have a semi-decent internet, so that's why it's so unbalanced.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, so no, the MS is at 283. It's procking between 283, 285, and 290 for our cartel.
That kind of sucks. We see the first blood already went down as General Cho gets a kill into the mix here. But it's going to be Batang and the Kiwi. They're going to get control. Oh, what nice disengage there. As Aaron turns around there, it's going to be Kiwi popping up that damage. As Conquest, he's just using his 283 MS to just sort of sidestep everybody.
That reminds me of Counter-Strike moments, or the first Modern Warfare. You know, when you have high MS, you know, you shoot at things and, well, sidestepping grenades and all of those things. But we do see the President getting taken down. Yeah, no, this is not going to be a match, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen.
You can just watch the engagements here in the meantime, until when it looks like there's just way too much lag here. So he's just out for a count. There's the shadow kill coming up. Hayabusa with that kill under the turret, diving back to safety as the recoils are coming through. First crack coming in from the Badan. But it's gonna be a kill. Just easy underneath the turret. Going in, bit of overextension. But I mean, the players are having a little bit of fun right now because, oh, final slash out to 2. Arlott jumping through. Gets a kill there. Archer gun. Manages to take down the Zetchian very quickly. Badang is there in the mix. Cheesy just he's recalling from the bushes there. Recalls spamming in the bushes. Beatrix makes the rotation. Oh, it's that rocket barrage coming out. Avatar Guardian this time. Not on the mark because, well, you're gonna be about 300 MS behind. There's the engagement onto Badang. Badang knocked up. Kiwi trying to do something. The Revitalize coming out from this Badang. Zushin wants to get into the mix. Has the Fury of the Phoenix, but as they take down Ramadan, but it's going to be the Beatrix was removed from the equation. Kimi on the hunt here, gets that Gato out of the equation, is in the back line. It's going to be Arlott ceasing up. Shadow Kill comes out from the Hayabusa, and that's going to be that. So it looks like the server works one way but not the other.
So, bro, Shady has requested if they can have a redo on the Nigerian server.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so we will be switching back over to the Nigerian server. Let's go. Or we can go to the EU server.
Let's try the Nigerian first, right? We'll try the EU one on Sunday.
Don't you just love my squad tag?
Oh yeah. I saw it earlier on. I did.
Everybody was kung fu fighting, and WG was fast as lightning. Alright, and there we go.
Alright, so we have switched across, we've switched the teams, and we've switched the server back again. This one was a little bit more stable. Let's also test to see again. Hopefully the MS stays exactly the same for the South African team. But it seems that they want to really put themselves under some pressure here, playing with the MS and seeing how they can do.
Right, then, Saint Dynasty has opted for Group A.
Oh, nice. Do we have any of the captains selecting anything else?
No, I'm waiting for Equinox to respond. I'm actually thinking about moving the next pick through to Yala Skip.
Okay.
They call me a hero.
Zion, there's no real score here. You can say, if you had to say a score, right, but it's not really a score. It's 2-1 going the way of Screen Warriors, which is the team on the right. But you can't call it a score, because the Nigerian team El Cartel, when they're playing on the South African server, their MS is way too high for anything to count. In that regards, and then obviously when the South African players move across, they have a lot better MS, significantly better MS, but still it's not what we would consider acceptable. We need the MS range for everyone to be around, like, say 20 or 30 difference at most, not the differences that we're getting. So we're going to play around with the settings. We're going to have another test run on Sunday, because I mean, this is the very first time that we have in Africa as a whole, in this entire continent, this is the very first tournament where we're having it a bit more international, where it's teams from across borders that are going to be playing. So we have got something set up, and it's not the best, but we do have an idea of how we're going to fix it. So don't you worry, we will have that taken care of. So this is the test run.
Vengeance incarnate.
Yeah, 1-1 CC, Moskov, YSS, Lancelot, and Baxia being the bands. Void Hawker with the first pick for the side of El Cartel.
Well, they did not like the Moscow from the previous game, so it looks like they're hard focusing, banning Shady there. And they're also getting rid of the CC that works so well with them, but I suppose they have a different kind of strat coming through.
Well, let's see how this one does play out. Definitely utilizing that 50 seconds.
Yeah, well, if you have 50 seconds, you might as well, because the first pick is a vital one.
So, I think this is a quick one where I can quickly do this. Shout out to Solar for Day, Discovery UI and UX, web and mobile development and integrations with real results like 70% lower infra costs for link up social and rapid push campaign tooling for Hoppy. Hit solarforday.com to book a free consultation.
So Solar for Day, one of the co-sponsors for this tournament, so a big shout out to them and a thank you for helping build the scene here, the professional scene here in the African region. So big shout out to them, doing some good work.
Yeah, so, General Chow going with the Fredrin again. Super Shady will pick up the Arlord for the side of, well, Screen.
I see lots of prey.
Screen Warriors?
Yeah, Screen Warriors. So it's the Roger pick coming in there. Roger, as we know in his human form, has that natural demon hunter sword with him. Just a pre-built DHS. So can dish out a lot of damage. So they are going to counter this Fredrin quite hard here with the X-Borg and the Roger. Roger is, I wouldn't say like a hard counter, more of a soft counter, but X-Borg is definitely a hard counter to the Fredrin. Will keep him away from many of the objectives and has that ability to, once he gets that last insanity off, it's going to be crazy.
Shao definitely needs to be very careful of, the X-Borg, as you mentioned. But yeah, currently two tanks for the side of Al Cortel. Carry is still open.
Always on the way.
Matilda.
Nice combo pick here coming through from the side of Screen Warriors, going for the Matilda. That gives the side of their team the escape potential, that little bit of extra sustainability. Matilda is one of those roamers. I've loved Matilda on the roam position ever since she was released. Granted, there's been moments where she's been meta and then not meta again, but I would. She just provides so much of team utility. So with a Matilda being picked up, it sort of prevents, shall we say, any major bit of lockdown that can, you don't really want to pick those major lockdown heroes right now, because one guiding means everyone's going to get back out, and three beautiful bands coming out. Make that 4. The banning of the mages. Granted, there's mages still left to pick, but the Farsa genius band coming out from Al Cartel there, knowing that Matilda and Fred was in the mix there, get rid of that Farsa pick, the Eve, which caused so much of problems being removed, and Kimmy as well, because having that double MM at this time round can be the seal the deal kind of situation. What Al Cartel needed in the previous games, the reason why it took so long is they needed that. They had excellent team fight potential, just not that basic attack that they needed to close the game off when they were snowballing away. So it looks like they've decided to go for a double MM pick. It's the Ixia and the Roger. Zushin, however, from the side of Screen Warriors, I would say that's a good pick to have, especially with a Gato and an X-Borg into the equation. You can displace them a lot because the XP and the roamer for the side of Al Cartel set up so much, and the way they set up in position for the gold lane, the mid lane for them, I was so impressed with that combo play that they had going. It was quite entertaining. But we're into this next matchup. It's the final pick coming through. It's Super Shady on the Granger. We know how much he loves that Granger pick. Let's get to see how this is going to turn out. Whether we will see Screen Warriors picking up the win, or Al Cartel being on their own server do the Nigerians justice as we head into this final testing match.
Well, I have to say, if I'm going to look at the two teams, bro, I'm definitely going to favor Al Cartel. For me, they've got the better team fight. Shady, if you watch the stream, nothing against you. I mean, you're still my Pookie, But Al Cartel has the stronger draft, in my opinion. But ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Thailand, there is no score. It's a ping test match.
Yeah. No, I will say draft-wise, right? It's the Matilda pick for me that's the game changer. You can get everyone out of the range of the full barrage from the Exia. There's a lot of things that the Guiding Winds is going to deal with. You could also get everyone out of the Avatar of Guardian as well, so that's going to be something to be on the lookout for.
Neato, bro. So yeah, let's see who's going to get the first blood. Who do you think is going to pick up first blood?
As things stand here, it could possibly be I think it might be the Roger that gets the first blood onto the Fredrin around the first turtle. Unless, of course, they can get the poke damage as the engagement here to just easy, which he manages to reposition. This mid lane battle is heating up. It was a 3v2 situation in here. Roger just going for that litho. It was left uncontested. Fredrin rotating in such a way that he wants to set up for a little bit of a counter jungle, shall I say. But I wouldn't really want to go for that if I was the Fredrin, because up against a Roger, Fredrin can get melted, Okay, he's going for the more safer rotation part. Doesn't want to go in for any particular ganks. Just wants to make sure that he can get as much farm. There's going to be that Gato airlifted once more. Fredrin. He's going to try to go in and get a bit of poke here as Roger is just there in that human corpse throwing out a couple of basic attacks in. Both junglers have hit that level 4 power spike. But Roger, he just needs level 2. He doesn't really need level 4. But Fred is very susceptible in this part of the game. And Arlott as well, he's not the highest health bar at this moment in time. He is level 3, he's gonna get engaged. Oh, there he goes in onto the Gato, doesn't have that final slash available. Zushin is there just to lift and deal with this Gato as it's gonna be the engagement. Fredrin, he's trying to contest for this, but he's gonna get taken down. They wanna go in for him. He manages to somehow steal the turtle.
And not get taken down. And not get taken down.
Yeah. So my commentator's curse is broken here, Scarpy. I need to fix it.
Yeah, I can hear it, bro. So just past it's a 2.5 minute mark. We do see that Screen Warriors does have that 200 gold lead and the first turtle in favor of them.
Yeah. Ixia using that range that she has to get a bit of poke onto Granger, but now Granger's got the Death Sonata available. You might be able to get something done. They are waiting. Matilda scouts out. She has the Circling Eagle available. Doesn't want to go in on the Gato. Is waiting for the right angle to land onto possibly the Ixia or Lunox or Roger, in fact, as well. As Fredrin making his move across. Ixia overextended, gonna get these down. Will the follow-up coming? There's a flicker coming out there. As our Fred wants to get close. The team wasn't quite there for the follow-up. A lot of poke damage onto the Ixia, forcing the Ixia away. But like I said, it's all about follow-ups. So now Super Shady, he's throwing out those Death Sonatas, getting the lane pushed in here. Here's Lunox, does have that Dark Ultimate available. Granger has to flicker away, turns around, dishes out the damage, manages to escape. The last wagon has been cleared out, but oh, look at this engagement under the bottom lane here, Fred. The last insanity onto Arlott, he has to flicker away, but he's gonna get taken down. First blood there for Al Cartel. The chase is onto the export. They want to try to CC him up. Can't do that. He manages to reposition. Put Lunox back into the mix here. They do CC the Lunox up. She got the Brilliance form. Crimson Lantern comes out from the Zushin as they manage to disengage the gold lead now. Even, I mean, it wasn't really much of a gold lead if you to talk about one, but evened out.
Yeah, well, just ever so slightly in favor of Al Cartel, as we do see the second turtle of this match has spawned up. The next turtle dance is into the match. Droopy VR, welcome to the stream, bro. Haven't seen you in a minute. Wait, special shout out to this kid, bro. I mean, it's one of my hardcore fans ever since I started streaming. Welcome to the stream, and well, it's good to see you, but we do see the final slash coming in, and the Avatar Guardian does land over Zushin, does get the kill onto Exia, but Fredrin gets the kill onto Gacha. Will the Matilda get caught out? Yes, as the Lycan Pounce has been committed, but Cheesy currently in a hard rock and a sticky situation as the displacement gets put in from the Zushin, but Roger's still sustaining through all of that, but finally gets taken down by the Granger.
Yeah, that Lycan pounce. Oh, final flash once more. But Superlight, he's in a lot of danger. He goes in. He manages to get a kill. The last insanity does come up. He's out to everybody as he manages to burst down too. He's concentrating the fight. He's going to get 3 flat and now throws out the skill, but the shutdown comes out to Super Shady. He is going to get taunted out. However, Matilda is in there. Lands the Circling Eagle. Knock up onto 2. Guiding Winds is available to get up, but the Detsu Natras are on point. It's 5-2. This is like just like the other match. It's so back and front.
Well, it seems like the Screen Warriors, they are a bit more comfortable in this match as to per se the previous match that they played on this server. As we do see Granger coming for that rotation onto the Lunox, but not being able to get that Desunara onto the Lunox committed. But Dewey packing a big punch with that first and second skill of him.
Granger is coming online. As you can see, he's already picked up the Sky Piercer. He's getting some stacks on that as well, having 2 kills. Has the Hunter Strike as well. But right now, it's the X-Borg causing the most amount of chaos here for the side of Screen Warriors. So El Cartel, you gotta play around the X-Borg rotations, and if you're Screen Warriors, you gotta try to prevent that rotation. As the third and final circle will be up. Oh, there's the engagement. What a beautiful first final slash. Super Light there forces out the Avatar of Guardian, forces out the Brilliance form. That's what you wanted if you're on the side of Screen Warriors before this final objective.
So we do see that Granger already has 300 stacks on his passive, but we do see the engagement onto Conquest. We do see the displacement onto Roger. However, Frederick does get the third and final turtle. The last insanity has been committed as the Butterfly Lantern into the mix as the Praises Rat has been committed. However, the full barrage into the mix. Granger on his killing spree, picking up a double kill. Will we see that triple kill? Oh, Matilda is taken down as Roger picks up a double kill. But
the maniac! The maniac for Granger! Take off our Super Shady! 80 LS, 180 LS, he gets a maniac.
And well, the first tier 1 turret in favor of the Screen Warriors as well.
Yeah, that combo play from the Granger Matilda, the repositioning the Circling Eagle onto that Ixia. There should be another turret being taken down as well. The 2 wagons should be enough to secure that. Gato has other ideas. He's trying to stop it. Oh, he managed to stop it. That shot. He protects a tier 1 turret.
This match strong in favor of Screen Warriors. It is 2.6k gold lead in favor of Screen Warriors and a 2 kill advantage. And having the map control as well. Shady will go and secure that tier 1 turret in the top lane.
Yeah, but see, the gold is on 1 player right now, and I do like the gold lead. I'm not saying I don't like the gold lead, but when it's on 1 player, I'm like, no, there's a jungle invade going on here. The engagement, they force Roger to go out. He get the Lycan Pound Super Light with that final slash coming through there. The Lycan Pound, but Matilda with the guiding. She manages to do that, but Roger is into the backline dealing with the Exia, the last insanity, just dishing out the damage. However, the repositioning from the Granger, they take down another. It's a 3-for-2 exchange. The pressure is on. It's going to be Kain, who has to retreat, doesn't have the frog armor. As Granger, he's like, I'm not interested in anything. I just want this tier 2 turret. The Lord is up. Roger trying to equalize this. Good play from the Roger, trying to get the push. But the Lord is up. As he's going to push, this is going to give the opportunity for Screen Warriors to take the first Lord of the game.
So we will definitely see his first Lord going in favor of Screen Warriors. I don't think Export would be able to come in yet to get that last insanity committed onto the Lord, and that Lord is done and sealed for Screen Warriors.
Yeah, Danger waiting patiently in the bush. They're trying to equalize this one more lane with the turrets there. They want to get the frog armor down, because if you do manage to get it, Xborg is in a danger. He has to pop that. He gets that last insanity off, so there's going to be No X-Borg available. Roger making the rotation. Do they see him? The Circling Eagle has been committed. Roger has to get into that roll form to disengage, but look at the Granger. He doesn't care. He's going in, but he gets taunted up. However, he flickers out. Velocity there, dying for his team. A beautiful sacrificial play coming in. So Cartel in a little bit of trouble right now, but not too much. They do have that massive team fight spells, massive team fight potential. It's just about getting the game under control, getting a little bit more pressure to bear. They want to use this as there's a fight here. Both the Fredrin is onto the Roger. He's going and he's seizing him up. Does he have the stacks? Oh, he does. But go to the places. But it versus Roger turning around. He takes down the Fredrin, but the fight is on here. Granger once more dishing out the damage. Wow, there's going to be a 2 for nothing exchange, but it's X-Borg into the backline. They're trying to get the frog armor. Oh, but Super Shady. Oh, a shutdown kill comes in. He does get a final kill before he's taken down, but it's only a tier 2 turret being taken down with that lord, as Roger is going to try to take one more. Cheesy doing a very lovely job here pushing across the map, but he's going to get caught out. Wants to engage in. There's the Circling Eagle, the knock up, the Crimson Lantern, the Lycan Pounce. The follow-up is in there as a Just Easy and Velocity make him pay for the push.
I'm going to move back to that team fight that happened in the top lane. That X-Borg, that was beautiful positioning coming in from that X-Borg. So shout out to Kane. Definitely just going for that wraparound, just not allowing the Granger to escape the clutches of his team.
Yeah. It's they've got to get rid of there's the taunt here. They've got to get rid of the frog armor if they want to go in for any of these major fights. X-Borg is the one that is the most problems for the side of Screen Warriors. And if you're the side of Al Cartel, he's going to get the Gatto into the front line a little bit more. Allow him to allow X-Borg to not engage but counter engage, because he is starting the hurt. With lane being pushed in, the protection does come in there. Oh, there's going to be the Arlot trying to get it onto the Gatto. The Guiding Winds is available. The Lord will be up in a few seconds. Map control, they're vying for dominance in here as Fredrin, they managed to take down the frog armor. The taunt comes in from the Gatto. Fredrin repositions with the guiding light, but there's the damage once more from the creature. There's the Grace's trap, but the full barrage coming from the XX, trapping up everybody with a Hound, trying to CC out of it. Fredrin into the backline, pops the Winter Crown. However, Roger, he's dishing up the damage in there. He wants to go into the creature, he takes him down. It's a double kill. It's a full team wipe.
That's not what Screen Warriors wanted.
Roger coming in clutch. Going in for the push. Ixia is coming to join in. They want to try to take down as many turrets as possible. They have the option to try and take down a tier 3 turret. They do have one wagon into the mix. And the Matilda is just in here. If Ixia joins in, they will secure it. But I think they will secure it anyway. Matilda has no way to defend this. So sacrificing the Lord to get a tier 3 turret and then going back for the Lord. Lovely decision making from the side of Alcazar.
Plays, I mean, well, we will see Screen Warriors trying to get in here, but there will be no succession. Yeah, just the Al Cartel just trying to get and utilize this pressure that they've got, an advantage that they took. So it's just past the 13-minute mark. 2.3k gold lead in favor of Al Cartel with a 2-kill advantage.
So the game has swung in another direction, but let's see. And especially now with Al Cartel having this double MM combo, this could be a winning angle for them. It's just about equalizing the lanes, getting that the lanes synced up so they can have that pressure to bear. But you gotta be careful with the Roger. He is very much online right now. Roger is one of those scaling heroes. 7, 3, and 7.
Indeed so. But yeah, they definitely need to respect Super Shady in this phase as well. As we do see the Avatar of Guardian doesn't land onto anyone. Will we see the displacement coming in from the Zushu, and the Lord is into the base. But we do see that the full barrage has been committed from the XR. Lost Insanity as well, as we do see that flicker coming in. But that Winter Crown has been committed from General Chow just to survive that, well, full barrage from the XR.
Yeah, but so far the tier 3 turret still standing. They managed to get the defense. I think we should see the top tier 3 turret falling. X here just trying to secure that. So that's one tier 3 turret. There's another a bit of pressure going down. But they want a man fight this here to the side of Steen Warriors. They want to go in. They know that Xborg doesn't have strong armor. He does have the immortality. Now he has it. They go in. They manage to get it over. But once more, the full barrage into the last insanity. The chase is on. Granger. He turns around. He gets taken down. But it's Roger into the base. Arlott and this is just going to be Arlott left alive. He's in a 1v3 situation here. He's going to try to get a bit of a defense going. The base is open as the final slash comes in onto the minion wave. Arlott trying to survive through this, but nothing doing. That's the game going away of Alcatel.
GG's well played to both teams, but Alcatel just well sealing the ping test of, well, the Conquerors of Dawn. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's that.
Is that so? Entertaining ping tests as it was. It's always nice to create a bit of entertainment, no matter what you're doing, and so this was our bit of entertainment here. But we will have the lobbies reset and ready for a test once more in the next game. But thank you for everybody who tuned in to watch the draw and to watch the test match. It's a pleasure, as always, having you with us, since we've, then you realized that across all the streams, we were on stream from like, 8 o'clock?
Yeah. Well, you've been.
Yeah, there's like pretty much close to 4 hours of streaming. But we will have more news about everything that's happening in a few moments, in a few days, right? But for everybody who tuned in on this Friday evening, enjoy the rest of the few minutes that remains of the Friday. It's about 8 minutes, heading towards 7 minutes left and available. So thank you all for watching. It was a pleasure as always to talk and cast to every one of you. And if you're interested in whatever else excitement we have coming up, so tomorrow night it's going to be more Mobile Legends. It's the Juicy X tournament coming up. We've got an community fun day with join us on Among Us for a community stream, so you can come join in. We're gonna play Among Us all together, and then myself and Scarpy are going to hopefully not wet ourselves as we head off into the horror stream evening and scream like little girls leading up towards the midnight hours. That's going to be on Saturday. Sunday we have more Juicy X Mobile Legends. Sadly, we don't have the PUBG TDM up and running. That's going to continue again from next week Sunday, not this coming Sunday, the following week Sunday, as well as what else do we have? We've got mobile, Call of Duty Mobile. That's going to be some multiplayer, and some interesting multiplayer with some certain guns only kind of system that we're going to be discussing with everybody, as well as BR Battle Royale on the Call of Duty Mobile that's taking place on Sunday. That will head into the Mobile Legends towards the evening, and we will have the test run for the Conquerors of Dawn once more up and ready for everybody. But the biggie, if you want to tune in and come and join us, it's not fair that only Scarpy and I get to be scared, right? So we want you to come and be scared with us. So if you haven't already, come and join the Waylander Gaming community. Go and follow us on WhatsApp, check us out on Facebook, but definitely join the Discord server. Discord, Tuesday night, we're going to have this posted up. We're going to have a horror movie watch-along. So you can come and join us, the casters, the community, and come and sit in with us as we all scare ourselves and get as little sleep as we possibly can on a Tuesday night. So that's going to be the horror streams taking place there. I know I did skip the Monday. Monday we have Soulless Bunnies, PUBG, duos in classic mode, so you get to tune in on Monday to watch that. Wednesdays we're going to have Soulless Bunnies once more with the 4v4 PUBG action. Thursday goes to the Africa Pro Series, which will be bringing itself to a conclusion. So we're going to see who's going to win that $1,500 in the Battle Royale 4v4 situation, PUBG Africa Pro Series, and then that will head off into Conquerors of Dawn that is starting this Thursday as well. So that's going to be the opening day. Hopefully we get all the ping tests and everything sorted out. Well, the entertainment factor as high as we possibly can. We've got some excellent teams in the mix, as we've seen from our cartel. Sadly, Steel Warriors, this is a newly formed squad, so they're just getting their synergy and practice going, and also getting used to playing on different servers with a very different MSM ping. Although they did do quite well for playing on a different MSM ping, we just need to make sure that our cartel can have the similar kind of setup with a similar kind of ping to play with, just to try to make things as even and as fair as we possibly can. But very impressive from El Cartel, so I'm hoping for a lot of action coming through from all the different countries, and then that'll head us onto Conquerors of Dawn Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, into the following week.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Thursday. It's going to be action-packed for Conquerors. DuCX will also be continuing, but that's going to be a delayed stream. Even though the games will be played across the following weekend, that's only going to be streamed from Monday. So during the day, maybe during your lunch break, you can sneak a peek and watch what's happening in all those particular matches. But anyway, I think I ran my mouth about how much of action and streams are coming up. So the best way you didn't have to go and take a notepad and write down notes as to all the games and tournaments and everything else coming up. I would say the best way to find out what action is happening is press that like, press that share, press the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you know what content will be heading your way. Right here, live at Waylander Gaming.
Oh, so wait, you're done now, bro. All right. So just a quick one before we say goodbye and good night. Yeah, there's already a Deadpool running to see if Way will actually scream. And how long it will take for Way to scream tomorrow night. But on a more serious note, ladies and gentlemen.